All right, guys. So this is like a sudden live, but I did say I was going to go live, like on Sunday, based on the last live. But there is actually something that really now caught my attention even more. Um, just based on, I want to say the video I showed you guys yesterday. I would honestly now like to review the full video, because the few because I only saw a snippet of the video based on what someone else posted. I was just looking. I just posted the snippet of it. You know what I mean? And so what happened was I didn't see actually the full thing. You know, and so I would like to now go into actually looking at the full scope of the video. And I know this is going to sound harsh, and I know you know it doesn't go down well with a lot of people, but the hadith is sahih, and this is for all my Muslim cadres that with this hadith, is sahih, and we can't really deny the hadith, that was said. But I'm beginning to think that the way modern women are, more and more, that they're hellbound. You know what I mean? I really do, because I really think that most of them don't have no fear of God. And I hate to say this, and I'm not going to try to slander, but a lot of Muslim women in the West don't even like Islam. It's like they don't like it because they know that it restricts certain things, and those certain things that it restricts are only designed to protect them and to honestly help them in the long run. You know what I mean? um I know there's this notion that, like, the freedom that is allowed makes you happier. There's this notion that the freedom will make you happier, that you're allowed, like freedom to be drunk, freedom to be high, freedom to be lewd and licentious, and freedom to do anything you want. But I want to read some hadiths, um, that the Prophet alayhi salatu salam said. I'll read the original hadith, and then I'm gonna probably cut straight into the video and go over the commentary and just see, go over this whole thing and see how delusional these women really are, and also to see how spiritually, like, bleak it really is for modern women. And the sad thing is that, like, from the Muslim perspective of things, like, you would think that Muslim women who are seeing this happen, who are seeing these things happen firsthand, who are seeing women broken, seeing women, like, working, like, one even says she works 7 days a week. She said that, she actually says she works 7 days a week, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever floats your boat, but what do you have to show for it? And I hate to say it, all she has to show for it is a cat in an apartment and box wine, and probably a boyfriend who cheats on her, basically, and keeps her as a side piece or just as a entanglement, because she's overweight. So you know how that is, you know. But I want to read the hadith real quick. Now, keep in mind that the thing is that women, I hate to say it, but women will be the majority in the hellfire, and the reason why that is because it is due to the fact, Um, I'll read the first hadith. Um, but another reason why there'll be more women in hell than men is for the simple fact that like women outnumber men. That's the first fact, common sense thing that women outnumber men. You know what I mean? Uh, So let me find the original Arabic, and then I'll read some variations of the same hadith for different instances of the same hadith. All right. Okay, let me see. Let me find it real quick. Okay. Okay. Uh, Man, I can't find the Arabic one. I just feel better reading the Arabic one first and then doing the English because the you just kind of want to give it the respect. You want to give that the respect. Okay, here we go. I found the Arabic one. All right. So, here's the hadith, and this is about belief. And so it said in the hadith, Hadathana Abdullahi ibn Musallamati an Malik an Zayd ibn Aslama an Atai ibn Yasir an Abdin ibn Abbas. Kala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Oraitu nar. Faida aktaru ahliha an nisa'u yakfurun. Kila yakfurun billahi kala yakfurun asira wa yakfurun isan. Lo asanati illa ahdahunna dahratumma right minka sa'i'a kalat ma araitu minka kaira kot. So basically, what that says is, I was shown the hellfire, and that the majority of its dwellers were women who were ungrateful. It was asked, do they disbelieve in Allah, or are they ungrateful to Allah? He replied, they are ungrateful to their husbands and are ungrateful for the favors and the good and charitable deeds done to them. If you have always been good, benevolent to one of them, and then she sees something in you not of her liking, she will say, I never receive anything good for you. So, as crazy as this sounds like a cookie cutter description of modern women today. Like, modern women are very unappreciative of every single thing that you give them. Even if you show them like common courtesy, that's still not good enough. You know, it's weird. It's actually weird to describe the kind of world we're living in right now. At least especially the Western world. The other parts of the world, there's still organic, friendly, cordial relationships, and pretty much there's still agreement upon the sexes, as long as feminism did not make its take its toll on this place. But I want to read some other narrations about what was said, and then we're going to get into this video, because I was like shocked, because the video is basically the video that I did yesterday, but I want to go over the full scope of it, because it had the OnlyFans model, and it had like this, I guess you can say, this cuckold kind of guy who was their manager. So I don't know, maybe he's getting like a cut of their earnings from OnlyFans. I don't really know what his MO is, or his purpose in all of this. But basically, um there's a few more narrations about the same thing. So it said it was narrated from the prophet, upon him be peace, that women will form the majority of hell. It was narrated from Imran Hussein that the prophet, upon him be peace, said, I looked into paradise and I saw the majority of its people were poor. And I looked into hell and saw the majority of people was women. And that's Sahih by Al Bukhari. Well, the prophet said the reason why was the reason that we named before. And then another narration that came from Al Bukhari is that, the messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, went out to the Musalla on the day of Eid al-Adha or Eid al-Fitr. He passed by the women and said, O women, give charity, for I've seen that you form the majority of people in hell. They asked, why is that, O messenger of Allah? He replied, you curse frequently and are ungrateful to your husbands. I have not seen anyone more deficient in intelligence and religious commitment than you. A cautious, sensible man could be led astray by some of you. Wow. It's like the prophet pretty much just described simps in a nutshell. And this man was, you know, like 1400 years ago. And he just pretty much described what we see going on today. The woman asked, O messenger of Allah, what is deficient in our intelligence and religious commitment? He said, "It's not the testimony of two women equal to the testimony of one man." They said, "Yes." He said, "This is the deficiency in her intelligence. It's not true that a woman can neither pray nor fast during her menses." The woman said, "Yes, this is a deficiency in her religious commitment." And that was Bukhari as well. You know, it was also narrated by Jabir ibn Abdullah, said, I intended Eid prayers with the messenger of Allah, upon him be peace. He started with the prayer before the khutbah sermon with no adhan or ikma, final call to prayer. Then he stood up, leaning on Bilal, may Allah be pleased with him, speaking of fear of Allah and urging us to obey him. He preached to the people and reminded them. Then he went over to the women and preached to them and reminded them. Then he said, give in charity, for you are the majority of the fuel of hell. A woman with dark cheeks stood up in the midst of the woman and said, why is that, O messenger of Allah? He said, because you complain too much and are ungrateful to your husband. Then he started to give their jewelry. Then they started to give their jewelry and charity, throwing the earrings and rings into Bilal's cloak. So, with this being said, they even feared the worst to happen. But rather than shiver in fear, they acted upon it and they tried to do good. But these hadiths, man, these are some powerful hadiths. And I'm pretty sure that non-Muslims can relate to these hadiths as well. But I want these hadiths to be the set the tone for the next maybe hour or two for what we have going on here. So without further ado, I'm going to present my screen share, and we're going to go over this, and we'll probably go over some more videos with some more which we will call it mud buffaloes. Okay, let's get into it. So I don't know who this guy is, but I guess he's like a debater or something like that. And I guess he just cooks these people, you know? He just like really cooks them. 15-year-old kid. Like, I guess he has the traits of like that Sigma male. Okay, let's see.
Let's get started. Let's get started. Hey, appreciate that level 2 hype train. Give me 1 second.
Let's see.
What? The viewers are playing. My name is Summer.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, when I push that button, you can't hear it, but it says perfect.
If y'all see me
press this one, that says stupid. So
okay.
Perfect. Stupid. And then if you, I think your line on this.
Smell cap.
That says I smell cap.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I bet. I bet. And tell us about yourself, amazing lady.
Me?
No.
Me?
You just say your name.
Summer. Oh, okay. Well, first and foremost, I would also say that I'm a Muslim and I'm a believer in Allah, and I believe that we should all live in a land equally. I believe that the conflict of Palestine and Israel is one of the major conflicts in one of society today and should be talked about, especially with you, Mr. What's your name?
My name is Matan.
So here you have two, I assume, Arab women who, I'm not going to call them disbelievers, but they, I guess you can say they have the Muslim card. But I mean, if you really look at them and things like that, you would kind of wonder to yourself if, like, basically with their demeanor and how they're carrying themselves right now, would that kind of remind you of a Muslim? Like, would that like really make you think of a Muslim woman, or would it make you think of like a city girl, so to say? But let's continue.
Yes.
We're gonna get into it.
What's your real name? That's my purpose here today, to discuss this issue.
And what's your name?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Angel.
Angel. Tell us about yourself, Angel.
My name is Angel. I am a social media person and model, YouTube. I started on YouTube when I was 12. First viral video was me teaching little girls how to do like fake belly button piercings.
That's fire.
Then I did track, I did modeling, I did a show in London for a year, and then I moved out here. I started my brand. We all wear my brand. Oh yeah, her jewelry is so beautiful.
W.
Angel. I'm kind of like the third triplet. That's another thing. Yeah.
Perfect.
She's the triplet.
Okay.
I love animals, and he has a really cute Frenchie.
I do have a
cutest Frenchie.
So the problem is too, is like with the hosts. Yeah, I don't know if it's a French bulldog or something like that, but even as a man, I kind of believe you shouldn't have like a dog like me personally. When I get a dog, it's gonna be a Central Asian Shepherd dog, or it's gonna be like a Caucasian Shepherd dog. It's not gonna be like just a dog that, like the normal dogs that you see. It's gonna be something that like will pretty much repel people away from me, not draw people towards me.
But the crowd wants to know: are you single? And I just wanna
towards the land, and that's corruption towards society. So
what about you, my brother?
Obviously, I think a lot of people would know my opinion on this. I believe it's some of the most evil things you can do to yourself and to everybody you know. So,
okay, here we go.
I don't support that type of interesting story for those who are like interested in frequency and know that there's a prison in the human brain that you can unlock.
Nice.
And we have a brand called Severe. Then you can accomplish the frequency. And
what about you guys?
I feel as though we are leaders in the community, and so our job and purpose is to spread knowledge of light, and that's what Severe is. It's to spread only pure knowledge that is citable, and knowledge that will brighten the community to have the highest frequency.
Now, You have to ask yourself, like they said they identify as Muslims, but do you ever hear, like, for example, do you ever hear like a learned Muslim woman speaking like this? Like, do you ever hear like one like saying things like about frequency and about like these kind of things? Do you ever does this ever come out of like a real Muslim woman's mouth if she fears God? Like, sure, Islam is the most spiritual religion there is. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's different things that you can do, like repeat like certain names of Allah, certain attributes of Allah, that will indeed move your heart. There's a lot of that in Islam. Many scholars dissected it and reached the apex of that, but they never mixed Islam with um these kind of pseudosciences in which it sounds like they're doing. But let's continue.
And know that there's a prison in that human brain that you can unlock and leave, and then you can accomplish the impossible, you would say. Right now, we model, and we have a brand called Severa as well. And the Severa is based on a prison in Egypt, and this prison was went to by the prophet Jacob or Yusuf in Arabic, and it's a very interesting story for those who are.
So one thing I want to say too is that, like, I get if you're modeling like modest clothing and things like that, but chances are we're not, when you look at them, uncovered and things like that, I'm pretty sure it's not anything modest at all. And I think hopefully they're going to reveal to us like really what they're modeling, but let's continue.
Like interested in learning about the prophecies. We named it our brand because it's like so impactful to the human mind, and we want to lead a brand of righteousness and lead a brand that leads people to light and to better themselves in the best way possible. That's us, Severe Twins.
Yeah. Shout out, shout out, shout out, shout out. And my brother. Okay, so let me pop it off. What do y'all feel about like adult content, OF, and like how y'all feel about like stuff like that? And
I don't support that type of stuff. I think that that's corruption towards the land, and that's corruption towards society. So I don't support that.
What about you, my brother?
Obviously, I think a lot of people would know my opinion on this. I believe it's some of the most evil things you can do to yourself and to everybody you know. So they don't do OnlyFans.
No.
No, that's a W. No OnlyFans for you.
Well, I have OnlyFans, but I don't share any nude images of myself or do like adult content. But
okay,
I like talk to people.
No,
but I also do it through other forms too, like Direct Me is another one. But yeah.
So, the bottom line is that I hate to say it, that even if she may not show nudes or anything, she's still a succubus, because you would have to like wonder, okay, why are you using OnlyFans to talk to people if those people weren't paying you or paying a monthly fee to talk to them? And also, you kind of have to ask yourself, is she fishing for a sugar daddy that's gonna is she fishing for a big break in order to, lure one in, but let's continue.
Yeah.
I guess it's not as bad, but I guess you're still scamming.
I just want to know one thing. I have a really question for you. I have a
Based on Erika L. Sanchez's critically acclaimed novel and adapted for the stage by award-winning playwright.
Question, and the question is, how do you feel about my first question is, what makes a land corrupt? Yeah. What makes a land?
Well, one thing that women try to do too, and this goes back to the prophetic hadith, about women's intelligence, is that they, try to like intellectually like box with like men, but it usually fails miserably. You know what I mean? Because it's based out of emotion, it's not based out of logical thinking. I'll be right back.
Corrupt. To defy this government to be corrupt. Tell me the 5 things. Do you know? Because I can tell you.
I have no idea what you just asked me.
I asked you what makes a land corrupt.
A land?
Like
Yeah,
government,
the
somebody who
land.
owns a land. Who?
What are you trying to debate me about Palestine?
No, I just want you to answer a question. What
I never
makes
said
a
I'm pro-Israel.
huh?
I never said I'm pro-Israel.
This kid has his pineal gland fully activated, though. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. For 15 years old, he has his pineal gland. He has his third eye, like, fully activated. Um, the crazy thing is that he already knew, what she was getting to, but he he was already steps ahead of her, even at this young age, and even the fact that they're older. You know what I mean? That's the crazy thing about that. That's amazing.
Okay, well, I was asking you a question.
I know where you're going with this. It's not gonna happen.
Where am I going? So where do you stand? I'm asking you.
Why do you
stand with
why do
corruption, or
you
just
say
stand with-
that Benjamin Netanyahu is a genius
Yeah.
when he's one of the main?
Essentially, what I said
When
is that
Israel took him to court for defamation and corruption in Israel
And bribery.
right,
For
so,
a decade long.
perjury.
And people, and you got, and nobody, and everyone in Israel is killing people, and like.
Let me pop it off. What do y'all feel about
Like direct me is another one, but yeah.
I guess it's not.
shout out.
Share any nude images of
What makes a land corrupt? To defy this government to be Israel and bribery.
Right,
For
so,
a decade long.
So again, you see how women speak out of emotion rather than logic. You hear how just maybe a couple of seconds ago they said they weren't going to talk about Israel, but then boom, they jump right into Israel. And he said, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not trying to do it with you, but they still are trying to do it.
Perjury. And people, and you got, and nobody, and everyone in Israel is killing people, and like, what are people like you in position saying about it?
right,
You
so,
are in a
he's a
position to
genius?
be
Why
like
you say
Bill
he a
Clinton, like you
genius?
said. And Bill Clinton, yes, he did one thing for America. He took away the debt, okay? And he helped the black community. Yes, he did do that. So I do fuck with Bill Clinton for that. But
Actually, this shows how dense their intellects really are. Bill Clinton basically put a lot of black people in prison, okay? Bill Clinton also pretty much turned Haiti upside down even more by economically inadvertently. I think they said inadvertent, but this one was advertent, that he basically added more economic sabotage on Haiti and then apologized for it after presidency. So no, he wasn't helping black people.
everything else, no. Corruption is still in Israel, and let me get Egyptian seeds back. It's all in Israel. Let me get it back.
but I never made any stance or any claims that I'm pro-Israel or pro-Palestine. So you
But
can't.
did you go to Israel with the other guy who said, another guy who is pro? So where do you
You're
stand?
never
You
letting
can't
me
be in
talk.
between.
You're not letting me give an answer to you.
Oh, okay.
So the thing is, what I'm really impressed with about this youngster is how he's holding his frame more than these older women, which goes to show you that, like, I believe that, as a default, I think that men, like, uh, like, unlike these scientists who some maybe, like, maybe some of them are feminists or something like that, like feminist scientists. I think that men's brains develop quicker than women's. I believe so. I think so.
I'm sorry.
Right, so you never, for just the obvious points, I said this a couple of times, I never actually made a political stance on the Israel-Palestine situation. So you're essentially not only not arguing with me, you're just arguing, with your
But
sister
why don't you
over there.
say it? Why don't you say your stance? Because
It's
you're
not about having a stance. I just, I don't care about the situation. So you're not arguing with anybody.
So then
Why
why
don't
don't
you
you be a leader
care?
of the world
Yourself.
if you don't want to?
So then why do you talk
Isn't that
about
where you're
other
from?
people?
Isn't that where you're from?
You're
Hold on,
from
hold
Israel,
on.
right? You're
Isn't that
Hebrew,
where you're
right?
from?
You speak Hebrew. You
Because
Hebrew,
you
you
said that
Jewish,
you're
right?
Israeli. You were
So what are
Israeli.
you?
You said that you were Israeli Jewish.
So why you wear the Jewish hat?
Okay. So for one, I guess you guys thought you're gonna come in here with all this knowledge, but you don't even have the basic knowledge in your head that not all Jews are Israeli.
But that's what you said. No, that's what you
Wait,
said.
but you never let me talk. You
Oh,
keep
sorry.
talking. It's and you.
I'm gonna be honest, he's right. You have Moroccan Jews, you have Yemeni Jews, you have Algerian Jews, you have Tunisian Jews, you have even hell, Turkmen Jews. You have a small minority of Turkmen Jews as well. I think you have Azerbaijani Jews as well.
Mix a lot of words that you think sound good together, but they don't. So essentially, what I'm saying is that for one, not all Jews are Israelis, which you kind of just implied, which made you sound a little bit stupid.
It's
But,
not what I implied.
Be
I know there's
respectful, though.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to match energy with women like this because that's the only message they get. Like even I'll take it a step further, bro. I'll take it a step further. Sometimes I won't even, if a woman, like a modern woman, tries to talk to me, I won't even try to look at them. What I'll do is I'll just point my finger towards what they're asking or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate to say, but you have to put on a complete defense mechanism against these creatures. You know. But let's begin.
Be respectful in the way you talk to people. For real.
No, I didn't imply that. I don't think that. I don't think all Jews are bad. I think the people who support Israel are in corruption.
Okay, but I never said I support Israel. So,
that's all I'm saying.
So you're arguing with the clouds.
But that's why I'm
Very
asking
nice class,
you.
though.
But I'm asking you, where do you stand?
I don't.
You're not
I
answering
don't
my
have a stance.
question.
I don't have a stance on it.
Why not? That's weird to me. Isn't
I
that
don't
your
know.
people though?
I would have to do.
So, like for me, like for example, like for me, I'm going to say this, like in my case, like people have been asking me and things like that, and people have been asking me because they see that for me, I have like you know um for example, like I have unshankas and karakul, and I have astrakhan and things like that. I have these kind of things, right? So their question, and they see me reading Cyrillic sometimes. So their question, basically, they say, "Oh, well, where do you stand with when it comes to when it stands to the Russian Ukraine war?" So the way I have to do it, in order to avoid conflict, I have to like try my best to avoid the conflict. Is I just say that I stand for the good side. I stand for the side that is fighting against what you call it, fighting against corruption and things like that. I don't tell them what side it is, but I just keep it like peaceful, which this guy is trying to do, and I think it's good that he's doing that because he's avoiding a shouting contest, which is what they want. This is what they want. They want it. They want a shouting contest, basically. But let's continue.
Do more studying into the topic to have
that's funny.
stance.
Okay. Then what do you study about? What do you indulge your mind about? What is all these books?
I never claim to have a deep knowledge within
So then
the
what's
politics
this?
of the Middle East. I'm just extremely knowledgeable on many things. I guess that's not one
But
that
you
I
use Netanyahu as a citable. You use Netanyahu as a citable person, and that's why. That's why I asked you this question today, and I feel like you are knowledgeable. But if you're not, okay, I apologize, and I do wish peace upon you.
Right.
I'm sorry if I come in an aggressive manner.
What I said last time about Netanyahu, I actually cited him as one of the people who claimed that after they started using OnlyFans, their entire life started falling apart. Their dog ran away, their wife left him, his kids left him. So it wasn't actually any claims about Israel or Palestine. It was completely different. So I guess maybe you either don't have any idea what I was saying, or your brain is just, I don't know, maybe you have a screw loose.
So what do you want to talk about? You have all these books, but you keep talking. What do you want to talk about? Teach me something I don't know. Yeah, teach us something.
Well,
What are these books? You brought the 10 books of mention that did not get the 11 books actually that did not get any love last time.
Right,
12 books.
12 books. So I brought a couple of books today. I'm not saying that these are the only books I read. Obviously, I can name unlimited books. A lot of people know about the book question I asked last time to some of the stupid OnlyFans OF people. So I brought a couple of books. I honestly thought I was gonna be talking with some more OF models, so I was gonna share some books with them, but I guess not.
I did too. I did not. I didn't know exactly what your profession is. But you know what I mean? You
But why can't we talk about it though? Because he's clearly from some place and you should represent from where you're from.
Represent where you come
And this is one of the biggest things in the world. Where are you from?
I'm from California. You're trying to push me into being pro-Israel so you can have these debates.
I don't want
and I think you're
And so that's what they do. It's sad to say this, but like women 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 will gaslight you. Women will gaslight you. Like modern women will gaslight you to a point where um to a point where basically um they'll try to get you into something. They'll try to get you into like saying something. They'll try to like lay a booby trap for you basically. And so yeah, that's just it, bro.
a little bit. Wait, stop talking. Listen, next time you talk, you have to raise your hand, and maybe I will allow you to repeat your question.
Damn.
But for the
So he's already showing traits of like, I'm not going to let you just like, basically, I'm not going to let you basically dictate like what's going on here. That I'm basically gonna be like, I'm basically gonna be the head honcho. You know what I mean? I'm basically going to be the head honcho. So with that being said, right? Um this is a good thing. And it's sad to say it, but you have to put women in their place like that. You have to put women in their place like that. It's sad to say it, but you have to. Because the moment you show some vulnerability, or the moment you show like, oh, art, like that you're stuck or something like that, is the moment that you will, like the 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 moment you kind of lose it. But this kid is doing a great job at holding frame, I must say.
time being, you be quiet. What I was saying is that you're trying to push me in the direction of talking about Israel and Palestine because you thought you'd be smart by studying up on the topic and having all of these facts and knowledge into your head going into this conversation, I guess. But now that I've disappointed you by telling you I've never actually made a clear stance on it.
All right, so
you're
if you
kind of
haven't made
shitting
a
in
clear
your pants.
stance on it, so why you say
No,
talk
just so
about
that you
him and why
understand
you wear the
something.
Jewish
How many
hat?
times do I have to tell you that?
I don't. Okay, it doesn't matter to me because what you're talking is nonsense and it should not be
I'm not talking
indulged in.
nonsense.
Yes, you are because
You're
you're
talking
saying you're
zero
not
nonsense.
Jewish, but you wear the hat. You wear the Jewish hat. So what
But
are you, a fraud, a phony? Which one? Tell
Let
me.
me ask this.
She's very stupid people.
Hold on. I am black, but I've never been to Africa. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So does that correlate? Or hear me out. I'm Christian, but I've never been to Jerusalem. But does that make me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say.
Before the answer, I just want to say real quick. You can be an extremely religious Jew for one, and still not stand with Israel. And the hat actually doesn't mean anything to Israel specifically. It's just a Jewish tradition to stand before God essentially. Also you can't be anti-Semitic or anything while wearing it. So again, it has nothing to do with Israel. So it's you're essentially in a way again arguing with yourself.
So Kanye should.
And that's true. Like, for example, we're Muslims, but some of us have never been to like Mecca before. You know what I mean? Like, but we're Muslim. You know, we're Muslim. You know what I mean? Like, but we've never been to Mecca. We've never like stepped foot in Mecca. Maybe we've never been to like Damascus, you know, Syria, one of the other great spots of Islam. You know what I mean? Maybe we never stepped foot in these places, but it doesn't negate the fact that we are still like Muslim. You know what I mean? So that's completely true.
Where the
All right.
I want to.
No,
put
you're a
the head on his
hypocrite,
head.
bro. You're a hypocrite. I caught defamation.
You're not calling anything. You came in here with
No,
one
okay.
topic
The
to talk
only reason.
about, and now that I got you on it, that I don't really care for it.
No,
You have
no, no.
nothing left in your
I
head.
looked you. We looked you up, and we heard what you said last night. We heard last night. We saw everything that you've done, all the stuff, and you said that you are Israeli Jew, and that you went with Aiden Ross to Israel,
No,
and
I
you
said-
said you were
If you
God.
went there-
Yeah, and you said you was God.
I went to synagogue.
But that's what you said.
Okay, but if you're telling me, if you saw the clip where I said I was God, and you still think to the extent that I'm an extremely religious
No, I didn't
Jew,
think that. You're first of all, don't assume what I never said. Don't ever
but you're
assume something I
assuming
never
that
said to you.
I'm pro-Israel.
That's one.
You came into here with that being your. Listen, I understand that your head is very small, and you can only
I'm
fit
not
such
small.
an amount of knowledge in it.
No, my head.
So, you know, sometimes you have to be I hate to say it, but sometimes you have to be this harsh. I'm telling you. Sometimes you have to be this harsh with these women. You know, I hate to say it, but sometimes you have to be. You know, sometimes you have to be this harsh with these women because that's the only thing they get. Now, I want to say something about this situation. It seems like in the West, for the most part, that only these women only respond to aggression. Like it seems like the only way that you have to avoid being aggressive is just basically, you know, bust out with sign language. You know what I mean? You have to bust out with sign language. You know, you have to basically bust out with freaking so you can avoid from saying something that will make them really lose their mind because they're so masculine that they think that you sending a message with another like very bad message will basically um will basically like do the trick. You know what I mean?
I guess you're a little bit disappointed today.
I think yours is very little. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you're a little bit disappointed today that all of the knowledge you decided to cram into it is going to be useless.
Mm.
All right, let's talk about something else. What else could we talk about?
Let's talk about how we can make the human mind greater. How can we bring the people to a higher frequency? How do you do that? How do you do that in day-to-day life to bring yourself in a higher frequency? To put yourself in a higher position than you were before. What do you do?
Give me a moment.
Okay.
The sad thing is they call they you know these women are calling themselves Muslim, right? And they're talking like that, and obviously the way to do that would be through the five prayers, would be through remembering Allah in different ways, will be through the jangin of Quran. But yet they're saying this bogus stuff. Very bogus.
No, we're not focused on him. What would you say is how you can get your mind in the highest frequency, Sarah? An angel? Yeah, Angel, what would you?
I'm processing.
I would say it would be to focus on the present of now. To focus on the very being of now and to focus on what you can do right now that can better your life and the people around you. Yeah. That's what you should advocate. That's what you should talk about and that's what you should study. If you study nonsense and foolery and you try to talk to
No,
people
actually, I
in the
haven't been listening
spotlight.
to anything you guys have been saying, so just repeat it real quick.
No. Okay.
Okay, good. So nobody has to listen to that. Regardless, again, I think you guys are trying to go at me in a.
So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably wouldn't listen to it either. Like, because at the end of the day, when you start talking about these things, when you start showing, I guess, like tarot cards and crystals and all this other stuff, like, I'm just basically gonna shrug my shoulders, like, at you. I'm not gonna take you serious at all. Like, I really am not gonna take you very serious. When you use these language. Now, if you say like the word tasawwuf, like tasawwuf, then I'm gonna take you serious. If you say the word taskia and nafs, I'm gonna take you serious. If you say the word like um arif, then I will take you serious. But if you're using the words that they're using, I'm not gonna take you serious.
In a way that's not working. Again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but you can only cram so much into a small head. So you come
Do you
in
have
here.
any new sources for me today?
Yeah.
Why are you instantly bashing me? Why do you feel
Right,
like
if you
that's
want me
not
to
okay?
cite
No,
sources
I
that you
feel as though you're
small,
corrupt.
I'll
No,
cite
I don't
your
think
Western
you're.
Are you
University.
15?
Are you corrupt?
Yes.
Are you a corrupt
Oh, for
person?
real?
You seem like you're the evil one all along.
Why am I evil?
Because you're sitting here
Yeah.
trying to say we are such and such when you have no evidence of who I am.
Okay, well,
You
this-
even
why is that
admitted.
e- why is
No,
that
you
evil?
even admitted that.
Yeah, we do have evidence of who you are. You said you're Muslim, but you haven't mentioned one thing about the Prophet Muhammad, upon him be peace. You haven't mentioned one thing about the Quran. You haven't mentioned one thing about praying 5 times a day. You haven't mentioned one thing about even going to pilgrimage. So you've already shown us who you are. You know?
You did not even know who you were talking to, but I knew who you were. You don't know who I am, so that's why you are sitting here don't know what to say to me
That
because
makes you sound
you have
extremely
this
bad
lie in your head.
that I wasn't extremely prepared going into this, and you still look
Yeah,
like
so
somebody
look
who has
at
no
you.
idea what's
You
going on.
still-
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. But I really want to know, because it seems like y'all have a common ground to agree on
Yeah.
about busting it down on the timeline. That's what I want to talk about. How do y'all feel about other girls busting it down on the timeline?
I think
I'm
it's
talking about
nasty.
getting slop, top, mop, Millie, rocked.
That's
all that.
disgusting, and I think women who do that are embarrassing other women because that's not real women in the community. That's fake, corrupt souls that are not even thinking about their children or.
But yeah, you're a real woman. Please save me. You know what I don't like about modern women too that they do is they try to do this like double talk. Like they'll make you think that they're on your side or that the points that you make as a man are like oh yeah 100%, but then they like just do this like double talk, and you realize that, man, these people weren't really for you at it's like, man, these people weren't for you. They kind of just like tricked you.
Their influence in society. Hold on. I think that it's just the way that you earn money that matters. Your angel. It's the way you live your life. It's the way you earn money matters because if you make unlawful money, what the heck is wrong with you?
But you still have OnlyFans though, and you're talking about unlawful money. You're still asking people to pay for conversations and goofy things like that. You know? So what are you talking about? You still have OnlyFans. That's the bottom line. You still have an OnlyFans. I don't care if you say, oh, I don't post this kind of content on it. You still have OnlyFans. I'm going to be honest with you. Only a few people use OnlyFans for like sincere reasons. So please miss me with that.
of the world.
Don't ever
what?
put nothing over my head, bro.
Wait,
You almost
whoa.
got popped. Like, what's wrong
The
with
champion
you?
of the world.
What did he just do?
No, he has something over my head. What did
I
you
dunked
put?
on you.
Yo,
No,
don't play
don't
like
do
that,
that,
ever
bro.
again your whole life.
Bro,
I'm
on
not
everything,
playing with
don't
you.
do that.
You're
On
15 years
everything, I don't
old
know
right
who you
now.
thought you was. I don't know who you thought you was.
Don't you ever do that shit again.
You see how masculine they sound too? You see how like deep their voices are and stuff? Like, bro, who really wants that type of woman? Like, really, who wants that type of woman? Really? And yet they said they're from Palestine. It's like, oh my God. Like, where are their parents at? That's what I'm wondering. For real.
Never ever do not do
you
that.
really playing with the
On
wrong
everything,
people right
you
now.
just tried it. You just tried it.
Don't you
try it
ever.
again.
Happened.
You won't get
Try
smacked.
again, bro.
Don't
I'm letting
you
you
go.
try it again,
I'm
bro.
letting
It's
you
not.
know. Don't do it
Okay.
again. You don't know what happened to me. I got shot in the head. You don't know. I have PTSD. You just triggered me. So don't do that, bro. Don't you ever do that again.
Okay, I'm not doubting. I will never discredit someone's trauma or someone's traumatic event, but how can I say this without sounding like an insensitive a-hole? Wouldn't that be something that you would disclose at the beginning of the broadcast if that happened? I mean, you're talking about these higher vibrations and things like that. So, like, wouldn't that be part of it that you say, hey, I was actually a victim of shooting. However, I overcame it to ascend to a different place where I'm now mentally good. Let's continue.
No,
don't
don't ever. Because
do.
next time that hair of yours is going straight to the floor. You don't even know what you're talking to. 15. Do not do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that again in your life.
Okay, wait, and I just want to say this. Wait, coming here, we looked.
Don't do that.
We looked into who you were. We seen him. We also seen episodes with.
The thing is about him is he's only 15 years old. That's the thing. Like, he's only 15 years old, and by lightweight, he already was chess moves ahead of what they were already trying to do as older women. That just shows you the superior intelligence in which he held, But let's continue.
Without him, and then we did not know that he was going to be here. We did watch a couple of your videos last night, but we did not know you're going to be here, and we thought it was going to be girls talking amongst girls or talking about other things that are just like, I don't know, better. Like, let's not even go there. There's so many things that we can talk about in this world that are not going to turn into like something nasty. I mean, like uplifting, something interesting, tech related, fashion related, something like.
But okay, how do y'all feel about men being men and the masculine energy that, like, you know what I mean? How you feel about an Andrew Tate or like a
toxic masculinity? Yeah, let's talk
I
about
would
like
say toxic.
Not to interrupt or anything, but actually I have to take my weekly call for free with the homeless person.
Okay, you heard how that they threw that jab at a little 15-year-old boy. They called him a pussy. He's a 15-year-old little boy. And yet this 15-year-old little boy has managed to get under your skin. When you're dealing with like people, if they get under your skin by default, like they kind of won. If you let them get under your skin, by default, they kind of got one up on you. I know it's sad to say this, but that's kind of just the rules of engagement. That like if you let someone get under your skin, then it's like, okay, we got him. That's how that whole thing works.
What does strength mean to you? Some say it's how fast you run a mile, but there are other ways to define strength. What matters is that we figure it out together. Fitness Together believes personal training should be just that, personal. Whether in a private studio suite or virtually on a live one-on-one session, your workout is custom built to fit your needs, so you can get strong, however you define it.
I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
Don't feel any different?
I don't need you to.
Look towards the mic, if you don't mind, if we can hear it.
It's not going through. Maybe like a
Cap.
Are you connected to my Wi-Fi?
I'm getting the call.
No
I'm
one
getting
is
the call.
toxic here.
Hello, how are you doing?
Toxic femininity.
That's so acting. He's acting.
Okay, wrong homeless
Y'all are
guy.
fucked up.
It was the wrong homeless guy. It was the wrong homeless guy.
How did he become homeless?
I don't really want to talk about this guy. Actually, I was planning on hopping on a call right now with a buddy of mine. I've been giving him some rocks to build a house with, and I guess this was just one of the people I stole money from.
Yeah, nah,
he's just a little troll, you guys.
Pretty upset about his money. Easy.
All right, let's just talk about something else. Now, where were we?
No, but okay.
Let's talk
Hold on. I also just want to say this because I don't want to get this misconstrued in the media. The reason why we were so upset with you, Matan, is because you don't know what people are going through, their personal injuries. And for you to come up here as a young man and disrespect someone who's older than you, shame on you. You're representing the young kids.
Jewish community.
I'm a representation of who I am. And
you're a bad representation of Muslims. I'll just say that. You're a horrible representation of Muslims. And especially you're even a more horrible representation of Muslim women. You're like the Saudi woman who has her OnlyFans. I don't give a crap if you're not doing anything like lewd on it. The fact of the matter is you still have one.
the people behind me.
Right,
so look who you're representing. This is all this foolish acts on TV. You can do anything in the whole world. This is what you want to do with your life? Be a fool? Be a clown?
You guys talk
What's
a lot.
the point?
You never let me talk.
No, talk a lot. What? Because you're gonna make me seem like a toxic
everybody
female
talks,
with reality.
nobody listens.
You're a fool. You're a whole fool. Go ahead, clown.
Okay,
speak.
Let me play devil's advocate. Why do you call him just because he's not from Israel?
No, it's not that he's not from Israel. Look what he's doing.
Y'all have a lot of things in common.
Yeah, I mean, I would fuck with him if he was just respectful. One,
I don't think
and first of all, as a man or as a boy, you come in this.
You see how the Prophet alayhi salatu salam said that women will curse a lot. Remember, the Prophet said that alayhi salatu salam that like that women will curse a lot. You know what I mean? Like that would be their signature thing will be the curse, and lo and behold, we see this being done. We see this being done, and so yeah.
This room, you greet the women in the room. Show us the type of man you are. You seem like you're.
And these days, you don't have to greet a woman in the room. You don't, unless she greets you. You don't have to greet her, because like that greeting of a woman can seem like ew. Like, it'll be one of those things. So you're not obligated to greet a woman. You're not obligated at all. Don't let that crap fool you. They're trying to demand. Look, they're trying to demand respect, but they don't even give respect. You know what I mean?
You're like how you're speaking about women. That's why you're only talking to hoes. You can't even talk to me. You can't even look me in my eye.
I didn't say anything disrespectful actually yet. I've actually been attempting to be respectful. I thought I was gonna hop on here talk to some OF creators. I guess I don't know.
No, this is a reality check for you.
This is a reality check.
This is a reality check. Wake up.
This is your reality check.
This is your reality check from God.
Wake up. From Allah.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
You look what you're doing to society.
What am I doing to society?
You're corrupting their minds. You're in a dream.
How am I corrupting their minds?
Because look how you're labeling people.
You're
You're not put on this earth to judge people. For one, you're not put on this earth to judge people. That's not your job. That's God's duty, not only him.
But you can help.
Okay, that's one.
Like Moses did.
Yeah, the only thing you do is come as a plain warner. You cannot come over here and say you're this, you're that. No, you should come as peace to people. You shouldn't be trying to make people upset.
I barely,
Put a little ball over someone's head and.
But are they coming peaceful to him? That's the real question. Like, are they really coming peaceful to him, or did they want to jump into the Israel-Palestine question right away? That's what we have to really ask ourselves in this like particular situation. You know what I mean? We have to ask ourselves this situation, you know. Are they coming peaceful to him? Well, let's continue.
Try to put a basket over it. What's wrong with you, man? That's not okay.
I barely said anything, so the fact that you're assuming we have a...
You didn't have to. Your action showed me enough.
I've barely done anything. We met like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you showed me who you are.
By dunking a ball in your head.
Okay, let me ask you. Do y'all not like basketball?
I do like basketball, but why would you do that to somebody? I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know where I'm from.
Would you do that to somebody you really just don't know? You would come over to me like that as a young woman? You would do that?
That's disrespectful.
No, come on. Hear me. Hey, hold on.
I'm asking you.
Because there's optics, right? I've been counseled so many times this year. I want to end the year off with no more cancellation. So me personally, I want to do it, but he hasn't been counseled at all. So you know what I mean? Go ahead. It's just a little posterized. He just want to put you on the post. But look. Let's get back to the topic. Let me ask you this. And you know what I mean? And I know money can't change people's morals, but hypothetically, if someone offered y'all a model internship that paid $2 million, let's just be realistic, $2 million. But the modeling had to be nude, sexy, not no like straight up smashing or anything, but like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Are y'all taking it or y'all leaving that money on the ground?
You know, I understand you guys think I'm a little bit disrespectful, but I actually brought a gift for you guys. You can decide who gets it.
What's that, my boy? Can you show everybody what that is?
I brought a gift for them. Which camera is it?
At Crutchfield, we sell stuff that makes life fun, and we've been doing it differently since 1974.
Whether you're looking to get better sound in your car or the latest TV to enjoy your favorite movies,
we're all about giving you the info and guidance you need to buy the right gear for you.
We offer free lifetime tech support on everything we sell. We mean everything, and we mean lifetime.
Check us out at Crutchfield.com to experience a totally different way to shop electronics online. I know. We got you.
No.
I brought a gift.
Put it in front of your face.
They can decide who gets it.
It's a young Gru.
I don't know which one wants
villain.
it. But I guess they can decide. Leave it here.
You know what you can decide?
Fight for it.
Hold on. You know what you can decide? What you're going to wear to your, what's it called,
Obituary.
Angel? Obituary.
In GTA.
That was a joke.
Yeah, GTA.
The crazy thing is, it wasn't a joke. They were actually wishing death upon this man, you know, and it's like crazy. Like, how do you get into, like, how do you let someone get into your skin that deep, you know? How do you let that happen? This confuses me. It really is.
In GTA.
I think it's a big You didn't give me shit. So, you know what I mean? One time, bro. I thought we were friends. What was this?
He
gotta look up the word, huh?
Get his friend to give, but he'll toss me some type of junk.
I didn't give you a junk. It's actually
you just threw it in my face.
$10.
No, you threw it in my face. You didn't give me no gift. You just tossed it at me like I'm a slave.
Okay, look.
No,
You have a mom? You have a mom or a sister?
You have
a woman in your life?
You give a girl gift.
Are you gay? Hold on. Are you gay? Wait, pause. Are you gay?
No.
You like women?
Okay.
So this is the thing. That's the common denominator with a lot of modern women is when you don't succumb to their like little games and their little tricks and things like that. When you don't play along, that's the go-to thing. Are you gay? You know, it's sad on TikTok that they actually have something where they actually have a theme song where they say, "Hey, that boy 9AY. Hey, that boy 9AY. Hey, that boy 9AY." They actually have a theme song with that, and that theme song has yet to be banned. You know, it has yet to be banned. You know, they still let it go down.
Okay, so how would you treat your women?
That's how you treat your
But
women.
I haven't even said
tossed it to
anything.
me. Y'all saw in the video. Y'all saw. He tossed it to me. That's how he treats women. Because I'm a queen. You can't treat me like that. You want to give me a gift?
So you know, you see how they you see how they have the talking points of you see how they have the talking points of like black women too, black American women, and guarantee you that they wouldn't be able to bring one home, like a black dude home without like, especially with Palestinian parents. Only on rare occasions does that happen.
Hand it to me.
Y'all got be at the other meeting?
Yeah, we thought it was gonna start at 6 o'clock. We actually had to go at 7.
No, that's me. That's me.
You're right. Good to have you all.
Always.
Run, Forrest, run.
They're like,
Run, Forrest, run.
can't have this conversation.
Run, Forrest, run.
It was supposed to start at 5. So
Run, Forrest, run.
there was traffic.
Bye.
Hit me up, little brother.
Bye, Salama.
Hope you change for the better, man. I'm
Chat is saying having beef with a 15-year-old is crazy. How you feel about that?
Huh?
having beef with a
Yeah, let me sit in his. Look at the kids in today's society. Let's see what he was trying to teach.
look at the kids in today's society. Let's go and check out, because this is our future generation, correct? So you don't want who's going to be the president of 2045? Somebody like him?
I don't want them to.
I think he'll make a great president. You don't think?
So you see how they don't even like how she's just. I'm gonna be honest with you. Modern women don't
15.
like men. Like modern women, it's rare that they pick up books. Hey, he's based this shit, my guy. He's based this shit. Okay, he's based this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, my brother. He's based, and we're about to get into it even more. Okay, so let's get into it, and let's see what else he says. Okay, this kid had them. He had them in their feelings, and these are older women. Now I don't know exactly how old they are, but this kid kept his frame at 15 years old, handling his stuff. Okay, that's amazing. Starting off younger every time. But let's get into it.
You know how to read?
Yes, I do know how to read.
Name 10 books.
Are you serious?
Yes, 100%. Name 10 books.
Say it again, Gango.
How's everybody doing today? My name is Matan Evan.
Perfect. You ain't playing with him today. I can see it on your face, man. You on your shit. He wasn't pretty happy with what y'all said to him and how y'all asked some random ass questions last time. So he came to talk his shit today. You know what I mean? Bill
So there was another interview. I guess there was a round one. I guess there was a round one in this. Now I don't know where the round one is, but I'll go into this one first. I'll go into this one.
Got some accolades today. Yesterday, the day before.
Right. He was actually given, I think, some sort of honorary rabbi status from one of the top universities in Israel.
They thought you were fucking around.
I was not joking. Definitely some inside information.
They thought you were fucking around. So I bet. All right, so we have some baddies, some intelligent, talented, charming baddies as well. So they're gonna, do y'all know his beliefs and what party he's a part of?
I would like to know more.
Yeah, go ahead, tell them.
We're very interested.
Very interested.
Right, I'd actually like to start it off by asking you guys a couple questions. I'm kind of unsure. What do you guys do for a living?
We're content creators.
Yeah, content creators.
What type of content do you make? You do like makeup videos, gaming videos, what type of stuff?
We do only bros.
Only homies.
So, the thing is about it is that with these modern women, yeah, while they have no shame on the matter, okay, here's how it works. A modern woman will kind of sense what kind of like angle you're coming at or what kind of energy you're kind of coming at them with. So if they can sense like energy where you're like, where you'll be cool with them if they say OnlyFans and stuff like that, or if you are going to be drawn to them even more after they say OnlyFans, then this is the kind of energy you're going to get. Like where they'll admit that they do OnlyFans, right? But if you're the type of dude who's not playing that thing, then they're going to be like how they were. They said only bros, and they couldn't just say straight up and stand on their square and say we do OnlyFans. Notice that, because this man wasn't playing. And I'm gonna call him a man because he's already doing what a man does.
What type of videos do you make on that?
Corn.
Right.
Okay, well, I guess they had to say that to be politically correct, but we know which one it is. We know.
Very evil.
Ooh.
Very evil.
Explain it.
Yeah.
Right, obviously I'm a man of God, so I'd like to kind of bring this out just for the moment. Offer everybody one of these. You can make your choices.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, hey, let me get the black one. Let me get the black. Let me get the black one.
Vibe, it's mad. Hey,
Oh damn, he brought extras. Come on now.
You really did bring
Yeah, I got two.
Wait. Specify what this means, please.
Hey, what does this mean if I put this on?
What do these represent?
What is it?
God above you, right?
Right, so God above you, and
Always.
for the time being, you can't be anti-Semitic or anything.
Oh.
Just as long as you keep it on your head.
Oh, you see me? I love God. I love everybody.
I love God. I'm very religious.
So again, it goes back to that hadith of the Prophet alayhi salatu salam, where he said like the majority of women will be in hell. And you can kind of see right now how these women are outnumbering the men in the room. But also on top of that, well, they're not outnumbering the men in the room, right? Well, actually they are, because the guy who's actually managing them is not a man at all. He's probably a cuck. You know what I mean? Chances are, I don't know if he's even getting lucky with any of them. But yeah, they probably need him for validation.
We need to bring out the Stop Asian Hate chopsticks.
His head up? Now I'm confused.
I'm not really in the mood, but I think you guys, with a lot of the evil...
No, hold up. Bro.
Got me.
Give
me this. They trying to set us up. They trying to cancel us in some way, shape, or form. I just want everyone to know on this stream, I believe in God. We all believe in God. So don't take this the wrong way when we get set up, because that shit not cool at all. I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ and the Lord. We prayed before we did this podcast.
So you have to ask yourself, like, when women say such things like this, part of belief, even the Prophet alayhi salatu salam said, Islam is but I don't know if he said this, but it's one of the common beliefs that Islam is based on your character. And he said even that he was sent to perfect character and perfect manners. So for them to say that they believe in God and believe in Jesus and mess around and we're about to see that they really have no manners, it kind of makes you question, okay, like what kind of God or what kind of Jesus do you really believe in?
We sure did. Please do not take this the wrong way because someone is trying to set us up for failure. Thank you very much. I only fear God.
Do you believe they prayed before?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Nah, they definitely did pray
no,
before.
no,
Hey, nah, they had an Asian driver in the car that was praying that was gonna make it to this.
So you hear how the cuck like speaks up for them. You know, you hear how the cuck, like the cuck is speaking up for them. You hear this, right? So, you know, with that being said, it's like, okay, you're speaking up for them, but it's like, can't they speak up for themselves since they're boss babes, as they like to say? You know, they call themselves boss babes, you know. So why don't they speak up for themselves?
Yeah. For real. I'm not gonna lie.
Say that?
I really do not appreciate that you said we didn't pray because I really do believe in God, and I don't appreciate you getting a little. You denying my faith. So what's good?
Right, I'm not really denying your faith. I'm just saying that, from my definitely educated assumption, I would say that you probably did not pray before this, for any reason that would not be biased. I could be wrong. It doesn't really matter, though.
But I just want to know what led you to believe that.
Because, I was a little bit confused on what you guys do. I'm still a little bit confused. I definitely have no knowledge of what they do.
What do you do besides crash award shows?
I just talk a lot, and I'm very educated.
You are? You're 15? You're educated?
Extremely.
Okay.
Wait, so you're confusing what all of us do, or
No, I know what you do. You're like the manager. I was just...
No. I'm a professional dancer, so I've been on tour with Lil Baby. I danced for Janet Jackson. I've been on NBC World of Dance.
So the thing is, she said she was a professional dancer, right? But at the same time, usually professional dancers don't have to do OnlyFans. Usually professional dancers get booked. Sometimes they are so good that they go on the road with this artist more than once and they don't just go for one show. Sometimes the artist may be like, hey, you understand what I'm trying to get at with what I'm trying to do. So we're going to take you on tour. But let's continue.
I used to live in LA. I have a lot on my resume. I'm also very educated. I graduated high school a year early. I do real estate. I'm a social media manager. And yeah, what do you do?
Again, I wasn't really talking to you, just from what they said they do was a little bit evil. And, I was just kind of thinking about it. I wasn't very happy. That's why I had to bring out the little keepers for everybody.
Okay,
well, like these are my models too. So what does it make me look like saying that you're saying my models are evil? Because wouldn't I be? Because in your mind, I'd be the devil.
Yes.
So you think I'm the devil because I make them money.
Why do you think what we do is evil?
Well, obviously, if we're just going from a religious perspective, it's very evil.
It is pretty evil too. Like, I mean, but at the same time, it is guys' fault that, like, for example, that, like, guys, it's unfortunate that guys are like, so I guess you can say guys are so, like, starved of female companionship that, they go to these lengths. They go to these lengths to like get that female companionship, and it's just like pretty bad that it gets to this point, and so yeah, it's very sad, and so they feel like OnlyFans is the only way to do it, you know what I mean? And it's really unfortunate,
Definitely against God. So I feel like it would be very hypocritical to say that you prayed before this. If anything, would be a mockery of God.
I'm a cut in. I respect.
And that would be a mockery of God. That's absolutely right. So, like, for example, for example, like like to pray and be like, dear God, like, let me get to this photo shoot, okay, or let me get to this adult film shoot, okay. That would kind of be like you're basically praying to get to a sinful place, okay, or you're basically praying to indulge in sin safely, basically.
Say this. I
have something to
respect.
say
I
after.
respect your beliefs. I don't respect you being on your phone while I'm talking to you, though.
Well, what you looking at your phone, bro?
You see how masculine they sound and stuff like that? I would have shrugged my shoulders too. If she would have said that to me, you know what I mean? If she would have said, um, it Walaikum salam rahmatullah. It um if she would have said that to me, oh, this is all right, hey, how are you doing, brother? How are you doing? I didn't know this was your personal account. I didn't know. Okay. Thank you for stopping by, bro. I did not know that. But if she would have did that to me and said, I don't appreciate you on your phone, I would have shrugged my shoulders, because how many women really stay on their phone when they're on dates and stuff like that? Taking pictures of the food, showing people like, hey, I'm using this guy for a meal. But let's continue.
Brody?
Right, I'm actually looking at my notes.
Well, what you got on your notes, Brody?
Oh shit, he got the notes out. It's
Right,
getting serious. It's about to get serious.
Let me just
chat.
show you what I got on my notes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's a little bit hard to see, but
Cocoa
definitely
melon?
some very serious stuff.
Cocoa melon is literally what you have in your head.
Exactly.
Anyways, what I'm going to
Cocoa
say
melon,
is
chat.
when you believe in God, you have free will. Therefore, if you're not educated enough, obviously, you don't understand this concept of a different religion. Because, like you said, I don't know what you believe in. I don't know your exact beliefs, but I respect that we can have an agree to disagree moment. God does have free will, and we are able to do anything we can except the unforgivable sin in order to be fine. So
what is the unforgivable sin? Like, that's what I'm trying to wonder. Like, what is the unforgivable sin? I mean, you haven't named that sin. Like please name that sin. Please tell me. I mean, we have an idea about it. We know what it is. We know what that sin is, right? But we're waiting to hear from you on what that sin is.
you saying that we're evil because they do something is absolutely 100% incorrect.
Well, I never actually said that they were evil. I just said that the actions they committed were definitely evil in the eyes of God.
How are you God?
Yes.
You're putting yourself above. Are you
Bro is
That's
God.
evil.
Bro is God.
That's literally
That is
evil.
crazy.
Do you even?
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't agree with him on that note. I don't agree with him on that note. I think you can be God realized, but no, you can't be God. No, I don't agree with that. But let's continue. Let's go. Hold on. Let me see.
Are you even educated? You understand that you saying you are God is against God.
I would disagree.
Oh, dude, we're talking to the third coming of Christ.
This is literally Antichrist right here.
Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. I see with the whole Yeezy fit, my guy. You gave it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
He got the whole Yeezy fit on.
Wait,
Come on,
hold on. Now this is all making sense.
No, it's making sense.
Now it's all making sense. Okay.
See,
I get it now.
Look. Okay.
Okay. Continue.
So
I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, he wasn't saying.
I get it now. Okay. What do you want to say, Sophia?
Honestly, I forgot it now.
Okay.
No, let me just ask you a question about your job. Let's say a couple of years pass. and it doesn't
feel
really
like this
work out,
accent's
you kind of
fake.
have a bad reputation. I'm just kind of curious as what type of job you would go into, maybe bark on the street like a dog, or what you would be interested in.
Actually, what I plan to do with everything is save up money and buy some properties, play Monopoly basically, and help my family out in the Philippines. So you say that what I do is evil, but what I do with my money is gonna help out a lot of good. You know what I mean?
It
I want
doesn't
to
excuse
help.
the actions, however.
You literally just said you're God. That doesn't excuse anything.
So how would you? What's going on?
So what I want to say is this: is that these women will try to play that card and stuff like that. Like even Corinne Steppens tried to play that card that she was just giving head face to all these people so she can like move on to something better, so she can finance something better. And I hate to say it, but I only know like maybe like 1% of women who, like, for example, start off like as a stripper, but then they have a trucking company. I actually know one woman who did that. She started off as a stripper, but then after she started off as a stripper, she got a trucking company. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that she was stripping for her money. But this woman talking about like, oh, I'm doing OnlyFans so I can help my family and stuff it's BS basically. It's total BS.
Mad. Sorry, my puppy is going crazy.
I thought that was like I thought that was like a little kid or something. I was like, nah.
So let me ask you this. Okay, let me cut it here.
Yeah.
Let me be devil's advocate. Okay. So you're saying, you know what I mean? Their line of work is not what you would find based.
Definitely very evil, and just not to interrupt you or anything, but I would kind of like to say, if we look at it from a philosophical standpoint, we can actually look at people and look at data from very reliable places, from colleges like Carnegie Mellon, who've actually studied and showed that a vast majority of the people who use OnlyFans would be considered evil by most perspective. And not only that, but they are very messed up in the head.
You know what? You kind of do. As I said in the last video, you kind of do have to be messed up in the head to want to use OnlyFans to even engage with women. You know what I mean? Like, there's millions of unfortunate like chimpanzees who are trying to do the same thing as you by like paying for the subscription and being like, oh, I hope she messages me. I hope I'm the one. So you do kind of have to be messed up in the head to not realize it's a money grab for these women.
Go on. Tell me more.
Right, I actually have a specific example with me today. I kind of memorized it in my head. But we can look at a very popular person, Bibi Netanyahu, who's actually, considered a genius from his friends, his family, his foes. And then he actually stated that after he started using OnlyFans, and I just want to put this into perspective, this was somebody who actually, went to Oxford. He got his master's degree from a golf course. This is a genius. And this guy stated that after he used OnlyFans, his kids left him, his dog ran away, his whole life just started losing it.
Start getting the wrong brand of cereal and everything.
Everything started to go down directly after OnlyFans, and statistics would prove that it is definitely an evil practice.
Exclamation point Discord. We are gonna get some of y'all in here to ask Brody some questions. Again, exclamation point Discord, because he's ready to cook. Bro said he came to cook this time, so get in there and we're gonna put some of y'all in. Okay, cool. So any rebuttals? What would you say you feel when you're doing spicy stuff? Do you feel evil while you're doing it?
No, I don't feel evil at all because I know that the money I get from it will do good. I know I want to do good with the money I earn. I want to help out my family in the Philippines who are living currently in poverty.
Yeah, there's other ways you can help out your family. And from what I understand, money in the Philippines goes like a US dollar in the Philippines goes a long way. So that you can even do something like less like damaging and still be able to like help your family, That's the thing. So it makes no sense to me.
I want to be able to travel and share like the love. That's the thing. Success isn't what you wear, designer, all that shit, the car you drive. It's when you change people's lives around you. That's real success. And that's
But I guarantee you that like that's the first thing on your mind when you get a big enough bag when you from the OnlyFans. You know, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the first thing, and maybe your parents will be an afterthought.
what I want to do with my evil money.
So hypothetically, let me play devil's advocate because you're amazing, and I feel like you know what I mean.
Oh shit, the champ.
And I feel like you're amazing. All right, but in this scenario, if Superman wanted to save a baby falling from the sky, but he like ran through like 30 people to do it, is it justified?
I kind of get what you're saying because he's still saying it's evil no matter what you do. Like say like I'm an internet scammer. Like I could scam people in poverty, but then I could donate the money. You know what I mean? But it's like I honestly
but two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly, two wrongs don't make a right. So I actually am understanding what he's trying to say.
That's true. I agree with that.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Brody. This is gonna be a hard one. Go ahead and show your championship, bro. Go ahead.
Right. So here's the belt. This actually signifies that I'm the champion of the world.
So one thing about this kid is he has that quiet confidence, you know what I mean? Like so well maybe not quiet confidence, loud confidence. So that's the good news about that, that he has loud confidence in regards to the you know in the way he feels about himself, and and he should have that confidence because that's a dying thing among young men these days. They want you to feel like a girl now. That's the thing. Like they want you to feel like a woman now, pretty much. That's the problem.
Right.
So let me ask you this:
It's giving tyrant.
because do you think they'll be able to change?
Right, even if they don't change, you can do whatever you want. As they said, they have free will. I just think the main part of it, you can disagree on a moral level whether or not their actions are evil. But when I bring up actual data and statistics from reputable sources like Carnegie Mellon College, they don't really have anything to say. When I bring up specific examples like Bibi Netanyahu, his kids left him, his wife left him, his dog ran away again.
You got BBL.
It's all exactly.
BBL,
it's all silent.
BBL Yahoo.
BBL Yahoo.
Yeah, BBL Yahoo.
So let me ask you this though. All right, because I asked them a tough question. So hypothetically, there's this woman, right, named Monica Lewinsky.
Ooh.
Bill knows her. I know you probably don't know her name, but you feel like Bill did that, or
Definitely not.
Okay, she clout chasing.
I think not only is she clout chasing, she's very evil also.
Okay.
A liar.
I would do Monica Lewinsky.
Liar. Okay. All right. So chat. Bring up a topic and we're gonna debate on it. How y'all feeling so far?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
I'm ready to get spicy. I'm ready to get spicy here.
You ready to get spicy?
I'm ready to get some spiciness.
Let me know if it's too cold too. I'll put.
I'm feeling a little nervous.
Hey, it's a little cold.
I keep it usually at 68.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's a freezer.
I'm a panda. We stay warm.
Yeah.
My question would be the same to all. What do your parents think of what you do? Oh, that's a good one. What do your parents think you do? Do they approve of it?
Right, obviously I don't do this for a living. I'm still only 15, but I think they find it very interesting. I think, this is a better question for them, if anything.
Yeah, true story. True story. It is a better question because all he's really doing is just being on panels. You know what I mean? He's not like exploiting himself. Like, you feel me? So that would be a better question for them, for sure.
So your parents approve of what you do?
Actually, my parents do approve of what I do. My mom is actually she said as long as I'm making money and I'm bringing bread to my home, then that's fine.
And then that shows what kind of parents they have, because I hate to say it, but yeah, no daughter of mine would be doing OnlyFans. You know what I mean? If anything, I would send her back to Africa to get cleansed, to get spiritually cleansed. She would go back to Africa. She wouldn't be doing no damn OnlyFans. It'll be a cold day in hell before that happens. Before I even entertain that fact.
And I'm happy. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first told my mom that I was Only Homies manager, she cried. she cried to me on the phone. She was like, "I cannot believe you are doing this."
Wait. Let me ask you this. What's your ethnicity?
Filipino.
Why does your mom sound like she's not Filipino with your accent?
Bro, bro, that's what she sounds like, bro, when she was crying, bro, dude. But then I signed her as my first model, and when she saw the check for $100,000 in 1 month, my mom was like, "Okay, it's all right." And she was like, "All right, fuck it, it's all right."
Well, the thing is like, I know with my parents, like, no matter how much money is brought in, my parents would disown me if I did some things like that. My pops, may Allah have mercy on him. If he was in this earth right now, he would still disown me based on the money, because it's not about the money, it's about the principle of where the money is coming from, and that money is now associated with him. you know that's what would honestly do me in.
That's exactly. But yeah, that's about it.
I mean, I'm a social media manager, so yeah. My parents are very happy with.
But you're still OnlyFans model. Okay, I don't give a shit if you're a social media manager. You're still a OnlyFans model. Yeah, brother. I hate to say it, but that's the thing, brother. They're trying to bring this agenda everywhere. Maybe if I have time, brother, I'll play a video of how there was this one guy. He revealed it all. He said everything about what was going on with the agenda that they're trying to push. He said it all.
With what I've done in my entire life. When it comes to OF stuff, only homie stuff, my parents are very religious. That's why that kind of threw me off guard, because even my parents are like, just you can't sell something and profit off of it and that be the only thing that makes you happy, because money doesn't buy happiness. And you have to still have your beliefs. You can't sell your morals. You can't do this. You can't do that just because it's bringing in money. And I think my parents have always kind of raised me that way. So I kind of just do things.
Talk about morals as well.
Yeah, I just do things that make me happy. And if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it the best, and I'm going to make my name known, and I'm going to make it an empire, no matter what it is. As long as I'm happy doing it, I feel that my parents are always going to be happy with me doing it.
Will you regret it in the next?
So she just contradicted herself by saying that her parents are going to be happy. No, her parents are religious and they're ethic and this, that, and the other. But okay, if they're religious and ethic, then why are you why are they allowing this to go down? But then you double talk. She double talked and said that no matter what, her parents will still be supportive of this whole situation. Please make it make sense.
Life when you're paying for all of the evil.
I'm going heaven.
So
there you go. That's what made me actually that's actually what made me um you know stop the video and go live and talk about this video. Is um is she thinks she's going to heaven. She thinks she is going to heaven. Okay? She thinks that she is going to heaven, and that th- and that basically that basically that this is okay. That's basically what she's alluding to. That she thinks she can just do whatever she wants, and then that when she meets the end of the road, there's God waiting for her saying, okay, come on. Absolutely not. Even if you don't have to deal with it here, there's hell to pay elsewhere. But let's continue.
But what I would like to say is, to everyone that says money can't buy happiness, look, just haven't had enough money yet. Hear me out.
Yeah, look at the setup. Look at this
Listen,
setup.
hear me out.
Temporary happiness.
Maybe I'm not all the way happy all the time, but trust, money can buy happiness.
No, let me clarify.
I was so happy when I bought a Switch. So I bought another one.
Let me clarify.
And another one.
And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one.
I like this house, so I got.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, the thing is that, like, if you had to buy all of those things, that just goes to show you that, you know, you never were satisfied in the beginning. So how can you say that money can buy happiness if, like, you're not satisfied with having one of the same thing? You know, like, you bought one thing over and over again. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of weird to me. You said it buys happiness, but it really doesn't. But let's continue.
Okay, can I clarify? Give me a moment to clarify.
Clarify.
I think that money can buy happiness temporarily as long as you're doing things for the money the right way. As long as you're happy making that money and you're not doing things because you're forced to make that money that's buying you happiness.
So OnlyFans is the right way? Making guys lust after you is the right way? Basically numbing guys to, like, basically numbing guys to, how should I say it? A you know, in essence, a like just a kind of like a lustful state where they're not even, how should I say it? You know, I'm trying to think of a word that I can use where they're basically kind of like turned retarded for a little bit by oogling over you. That's the right way to make money?
Oh, thanks. Nobody wants to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. Like you need to at least still have your morals and your beliefs straight.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna get a.
I mean, how in the hell are you talking about morals and beliefs? How in the hell are you talking about that?
You don't like morals over there.
Oh shit.
Oh, you gonna get it?
1 second.
Okay.
Go for it.
I actually have something to add on to this money buying happiness thing because, personally, me, there's some questionable things you could do for money and it'll still make you happy. I'll say that to the least. But for me personally, I don't think money directly buys happiness. I think it removes the sadness that being broke gives you. I think that, like, because if I have money, there's days I could be sad about other shit. There's days I could be sad about,
but I don't.
Damn, my shoes are dirty. Damn, my girlfriend broke up with me. But if I have money, if I'm broke and my girlfriend breaks up with me, I'm like, damn.
Okay.
I'm broke and I don't have a girlfriend. But if I have money and my girlfriend breaks up with me, I'm like, damn, my girlfriend broke up with me. But I'm still rich.
I'm gonna bounce off that. I believe that you should be able to be happy, broke, or rich. I think the song "Love Yours" by J. Cole. If you guys don't know that song, you should go.
Bullshit. That's why all of you women are doing God knows what to get money. Because you don't want to put in those hours that men have to put in order to build themselves up. You don't want those, what me and Nipsey Hussle calls it, those sleepless nights and those is there a reason nights. So no, of course you're not going to be happy being broke. That's why you're doing things out of character to not be broke. Like becoming sugar babies and things like that.
Go listen to it, but you should be able to be happy. Like, money should not define a literal printed piece of paper with a dollar sign, like, should not define whether you're happy or not, whether you have a girlfriend or not, whether you're single, whether you're poor. Like, you could still
whether you have a girlfriend or not. Oh my God. Do these people hear themselves talk? Do they realize that if you are a broke man, yeah, the only possible way that you are going to actually have the attention of a woman is if you have the damn genetic lottery. Meaning you check all the boxes, which will make you good looking. Other than that, it ain't happening. That's just it. It's not going to happen for you.
Genuine happiness.
I'm just
like,
saying,
God is the only happiness for me personally. Like, believing in God is
No,
my
yeah,
happiness.
no.
Okay, you can stop talking like that. You can just shut that shit up right now. Please stop talking like that. Ever since that man mentioned God and things like that, you can just shut up. Just shut up about God. About God is your only happiness.
For me though, like, you can't enjoy the same things without money. You can't enjoy the same things without money. There's no way you could enjoy the same quality of life without money. Like I said, like when I was a little kid, I had to tape the floors in my house so like bugs didn't get in. Like, I was not happy as a kid.
Okay.
But then I
can agree with that.
Wait. First of all, tape? Stop them?
Bro, tape didn't stop them, bro. They crawled through the tape, but I had to. It was like Clash of Clans walls, bro.
No, like I
tape didn't stop. See that he has some privileged ass roaches, bro. Our roaches,
they were disciplined.
Our roaches, bro. They ain't give. Man, we cut them lights on there like what, nigga? You got it. Let me turn them back off for you. Can't go. You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, I just think, yeah, you could find happiness with or without money. I'm just saying you can't find the same amount of happiness. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah, like you just can't find the same amount of happiness. Like, I could play,
but you can find happiness.
I think
you just can't find the same amount of happiness. Like, there's not a same quality of life.
No, I think you absolutely can.
I genuinely think it buys you happiness. Coming from like poverty, being born in like basically the projects in the Philippines. It's depressing. No, it's different. It's hard watching.
Turn your lights off anytime they want.
Exactly, and watching like your family members around you like not have food that day and having to like figure something out. I feel like it does buy happiness. It buys me happiness because I'm able to share it. That's what makes me happy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta stop being with weird relationships.
Deep ass voice. You hear how deep her voice is? You know what's sad about this whole thing? About this whole scenario? The women have deeper voices than the man who is managing them. And the only one who has a deeper voice, who's trying to add some bass in his like he's trying to add some bass in his face, is the 15-year-old Sigma in the making. That's the sad thing about this whole situation. You know. But let's continue.
I'm so dead.
Bro, we're moving in a couple months.
Sophia, let's move to LA together.
Can we change topic?
You and me.
We've been talking about money, happiness for a long time.
I told you we moving in a couple months.
I bet. Say less. I got Panda. Wait, we can't hear you. Y'all can hear me now? Gang. Bro! Yeah, y'all can hear me. All right, so look, we're gonna get back into it. So, my guy here, man an hour, bro. So give me one full.
You know what's crazy about the whole situation too is this guy was holding his words. He knew how to be quiet. You know, this is one thing about women that they don't know how to do in the West. Modern women don't know how to shut up. Notice how this man was quiet the whole time, soaking this in, soaking it all in, thinking. You know what I mean? Notice when they gave all that spiel, he didn't say a word. He said nothing. Okay? At 15 years old, he already has this. So give him like 3 more years when he's 18 and he'll be a full-blown apex Sigma male.
Sentence, right? On what you think about girls on Twitch in the hot tub community. Tell me what you think about OF creators. I need more than just it's evil. All right. Tell me what you thought about Destiny. Run me through your week, but tell me that.
Shout outs to the again, shout outs to the host for kind of like gaslighting the situation so he can like be in a predicament to mash these women. You know, shout outs to the host to like inadvertently like basically gaslighting them, you know. Shout outs to him, you know. But let's continue.
Because you're the champion of the world, we gotta hear it.
Of course, look at this.
Yep. You know what I mean?
Right, so just to get out of the way with Destiny, I actually debated him, and at the end he was actually, talking bad on himself because he realized how badly he was beaten in the debate. He felt ashamed of himself.
Shit.
I was trying to name laws. He couldn't come up with them. He didn't know how to spell anything. And, he was definitely not knowledgeable or anything. I think people have got to stop watching him for knowledge. Maybe start looking for other sources. And what was your other question?
What do you think about like Twitch in the hot tub community, and what will it take to get you in a hot tub? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what would it take to get you in a hot tub?
Right, obviously my stance, I made it pretty clear as of the stream so far, but I definitely believe it's, an obvious evil that, needs to be extracted from the world. And I'd actually like to ask you guys if you think the government needs to make any strict regulations on how much people can charge for OnlyFans subscription so it can be fair for everybody.
Wait, what?
Damn. they didn't even know the question he asked. He's basically saying that, yo, like there needs to be a cap on how much subscriptions for OnlyFans costs. And he basically stood strong and said there ain't an amount of money that can get me in a hot tub. That's what he said. And they didn't even understand his questions because, again, you know, when someone's brain doesn't develop all the way, that kind of happens.
Restriction on subscription?
Yeah, no.
Right, so you don't believe that? That doesn't sound very fair to me. I'd like to ask you guys if you think we should make any restrictions on how much money it should cost to buy stuff like insulin.
Well, they don't know what insulin means. That's the problem. That's the whole issue with this whole situation, is that they don't know what insulin means. They don't know what it's used for either.
A restriction on how much it costs?
Do you believe that we need to
I
restrict
don't
how much money
believe-
it costs to?
No, you don't need OnlyFans to live. You need some people need insulin to live. If
Right,
you need
but
OnlyFans to
I'm
live,
not trying
bro.
to make a comparison. I'm just.
Well, I mean, they're
asking your
not
opinion
like
on it.
they're not like comparable.
I'm not trying to compare them. I need to listen.
So wait. You said cap off the OnlyFans subscription. How would you do that? How would you go to do that?
Right. Obviously, if I had complete control, I would just completely ban OnlyFans. But in terms of like a realistic situation, where we can't just ban OnlyFans, I think we need to put a restriction on it because, again, if we look at reliable sources of data like Carnegie Mellon University, it's actually been cited multiple times that OnlyFans is the leading contributor in homeless depression.
Depression.
I can kind of see that because, like, with OnlyFans, yeah, it's like, what is the guy really getting out of it except for dopamine hits? Like, for real, for real. Like, what kind of things is he getting out of it? Like, and I'm not encouraging it, but why pay for something that you can pretty much get for free? And I would suggest developing a skill in hacking so you can extract those model pictures without having to pay. Just a suggestion.
Depression within homeless people. OnlyFans is the leading
within homeless
Wait,
people.
so homeless people are
Is drug
depressed.
Severely depressed due to OnlyFans.
How?
Right, because they can afford it, and that leads to a lot of sadness within the homeless community. And
But that's
Oh,
not
sorry.
our
I
fault.
actually have something.
That is not our
I have
fault.
something
What's
to.
that,
I have something to
Dominique?
question you. What do you have to say? My personal beliefs is I'm kind of coming from a nihilistic perspective. I really
Going to hell.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah, you nihilist, you're going to burn in hell.
You're going to hell.
To be honest, though, they are going to the hellfire. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, all of them, like I'm going to be honest that, like, the one who's like sponsoring the OnlyFans, and also the OnlyFans models are going to be going to the hellfire. Little do they know. Because the thing is, life is about balance, and the life to come, has to balance out with the life that you lived here on earth. So, when God gives you everything on earth, meaning your OnlyFans model, money, and things like that, you have to pay that back. You know what I mean? And the way you pay that back is going to be pretty damn painful.
I don't think so. But.
This is John. So Matan, meet your future. Meet one of my best friends. His name is John Zerka. John, meet your younger self. His name is Matan.
Everything he's saying, the kid is spot on. The kid's the most mature in the room. The rest are little fucking children. They need to listen to the kid in the blue. Those guys are babies. Listen to this kid. This is the mature guy. He spit.
Absolutely.
Bro, don't interrupt. Keep going, bro.
Have you heard what he said?
What did you say about OnlyFans? I fucking love that.
Exactly. I think that we need to look at OnlyFans from a perspective, we need to ban it, and if not ban it, we need to make a lot of legal restrictions kind of to minimize the amount of depression that's going on within the homeless community.
And it is true that he's the most mature in the room. It is true. It is true. You'll find that a lot of modern women are. That's one thing that like kind of like what's crazy. And maybe I'll do a video on this. Maybe I should do a video on this where I'm giving away my secrets. I'm going to show you my secrets right now, real quick. Yeah, I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I care about y'all. But I'm about to show you some secrets. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. But one thing I realized, yeah, and maybe I should do a separate live about this, but I I read, and this is the importance of reading. I read a book about one of our heroes by the name of Imam Shamil Rahmatullah alayh, and he used to take something that because I try to imitate the old school. Like that's me. I try to like imitate the old school, be it the old school like radicals, um, be it the old school Muslims, be it the old school, even the old school rappers who had some sense and weren't like these new corny guys, basically. But there's this thing that Imam Shamil took called Shilajit. And so ever since I've been on this stuff, my penile gland it's been like ding, basically. And so I'm gonna open my cam And this is what it looks like. I have all of it though. I have this, I have this version of it, but I also have the tar version of it too, which I put in my tea. I'm giving away too much of my secrets, but with this, I'm telling you, and because Allah says, eat of the good things of this earth, you'll start to realize some things. And I realized one thing. Most modern women, regardless of age, are hella immature. Like they act like little kids. Like you would think that even at 40 years old, right? They have they have I want to say what's a good word? They have the capacity of like a teenager or the capacity of even a little kid, It's just in a bigger body. That's what I'm starting to really realize.
To OnlyFans. But I can.
What do you mean by homeless community, though?
Well, what did it do to the homeless community?
Right. So it's been proven through reliable sources like Carnegie Mellon University that the number one leading factor. That is a real college. You can look it up if you like. And it's
Coco Melon?
Nah,
Carnegie Mellon.
Coco Melon?
No Coco Melon.
Coco Melon University.
A lot, but
I know you're young.
That's why he likes Coco Melon.
But I like the confidence he has in his beliefs, though.
No, but what he's trying to say is that it's OnlyFans is spreading depression.
He's trying to say you ladies are going to hell for your OnlyFans.
I'm actually very, very religious.
You ladies.
You can't be very religious and you're doing OnlyFans, okay? You can't be very religious. You can't be very, very religious. Even, like, for example, some guys I know, even when they were bumping their heads in things that they don't get into, they still knew there was a chance that, oh man, this could be it for me. They knew that they were taking that risk. They didn't sit around and say, oh, I'm super duper religious. They didn't do that.
Are burning in hell. Snap out of it. It's just money.
I like what these guys are saying.
I wonder if he subscribed to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. A 6'5" Jack Chad with a bunch of money subscribed to OnlyFans. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to save your soul and you're making fun of me. I'm trying to save your soul.
You just ask. You see how the devil works. You see how the devil works. You have to catch these things. Did she not just say, I wonder if he subscribed to OnlyFans? Then she doubles back and says, nobody asked. The devil is the master of confusion. But alhamdulillah, I'm not subscribed to OnlyFans and I will not subscribe to OnlyFans. I've never subscribed to any kind of porn or any kind of adult services in my short life here on this earth, in my short years here on this earth. I never did that. Okay? I never gave my power away. The power of the dollar. I never gave it away. Never, ever, ever did I did that. Never, ever, ever did I need to pull out my credit card and say, okay, let's go.
I have a question. If you watch,
Shoot away, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Go ahead.
No, I just got a question for you. Do you believe that the people that watch corn go to hell too?
100% they're degenerating souls.
I guess everybody's going. Yeah, everyone's going to hell then. No, Chad, I just want to
That's
ask.
definitely not normal.
Subscribers in person, or are you terrified of them?
Chad, how many of y'all in here have watched Corn? Be honest.
Yeah, be
I think
honest.
that's the point he's making. You know, everybody decided.
Yeah, nobody wants to be Chad. Chad's a bunch of fucking losers who fap all day.
Damn, bro, Panda, you're gonna let him talk about chat like that, bro?
Damn.
Talk to a community like that.
Panda. They don't want to watch Corn. They want to be Panda.
He just said chat was L, bro. No.
Wow.
When Panda wants to sin, he meets it in person and he sins.
Hey, yo! Plan B.
Panda's watching anything.
Hey, yo.
Hey, bro.
Why are you?
He about to spill too much, man.
Because that's right.
Panda doesn't simulate sin. He does all the way.
Hey, bro. Yo!
Panda wants to sin. You don't fuck around.
Hey, bro, he goes all the fucking way.
That's how you do it. Only
Hey.
Howard watches that stuff.
Bro, if you're gonna sin, you might as well go all the way, man.
Yo.
No, that's not true. You have to try to sin as less as possible, as little as possible. You shouldn't do it all the way. These people are giving bad advice that I wouldn't take.
First of all, thanks for them shots, bro. Thanks for them. But okay, going back. So I've been trying to connect you. So John Zerka, this is one of my best friends, by the way. I think this kid is. I think he got it. I think he got something, man.
Yeah, you said he was at the award show?
He was. So on get another tab and watch
just introduce him.
Game Awards. So he went to the Game Awards. He said, "I would like to nominate this."
I said, I wanted to nominate the Game of the Year award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Oh wow! What did they say? Were they clapping?
I got arrested.
He got arrested.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, bro. The Game Award guy tweeted out he got arrested.
What? You got arrested for exposing him?
Right. They were very angry because I think people want to hide the truth. And, I'm sitting here trying to change the minds of a lot of people. It's going to be hard to change their minds because, they have the money now, but in, 100 years, they're going to be screaming.
Well, what award did you win?
I won Game of the Year.
Which game?
The world champion.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Look at it. React to it, John. Hey, hold on. I'll react to it.
I got the link.
Yeah. See this. Go ahead and see. We're watching your stream, watching us stream, and yeah, go ahead. I want to see your live reaction.
Y'all got tacos? I think my tacos are. Yeah. I don't know. My dad just let me.
So what happened with your team and stuff? Was everyone mad at you?
That was not his team, bro. He walked up. That was the Elden Ring team. That was not his team. He wanted to get it. He told me personally, and he called out Hassan for a fight, but Hassan didn't respond. So.
Oh, Hassan can't take him.
Right, Hassan, for some reason, he's trying to run away from me. He wants to, keep talking.
You don't want to actually fight him. That would be like animal abuse.
Right, I don't want to, hurt like a mentally problem dog or anything. But, I'd love to talk to him, and I heard he lives in LA, so hopefully I'm gonna go to his house soon, whether he likes it or not.
Yo, in GTA. Okay, GTA, right?
GTA.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, be careful because that's like a Sam Hyde energy.
I want to name something else. The little kid is receptive. He could have easily been like, no, I really want to go to his house. But in order to protect the integrity of the stream, he said, yeah, in GTA. He followed the code. Ask a woman to do that.
No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't show up to his house, obviously, without his permission, but I'm just kind of saying this. I hope he reaches out to me. I'd love to talk to him in person. I think it would make for a very interesting interview, you know?
Are you in LA?
Yes.
You live there?
Yes.
And so what's the plan for your career now?
Right, so obviously, recently I've been doing a lot of interviews, but, in the future I have a lot of big stuff planned, politically and a lot of other stuff we'll see in the future.
Okay, tell us your politics real quick.
I'm not really a Democrat or Republican. I kind of just, I'm part of the party, I kind of just met up on the spot,
Okay.
and my main...
But what are your thoughts on Trump?
No, I'm not, too worried about Trump. I feel like the main problem that nobody's talking about is that we need to abolish the Senate, abolish the House, abolish the two-term maximum limit for president, get rid of all that type of stuff, and just instill somebody with an immense amount of knowledge like, Bill.
Bill's had his run. Wasn't he getting head from Monica?
Wait, can I have some?
But I think that he is the perfect person to, take us into a one-man run the world. He will make all of the laws, all of the decisions, and then hopefully with...
Wait, how old are you? I feel like you ran into Bill on an island or something. You're a young guy, right?
I'm 15.
So one thing I want to say is that while I don't agree with his political views, but me personally, I'm not aligned too. I'm not aligned. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm not right or left. I'm none of that crap. I think all of it is the circus. But these women have the attention span of a they have the attention span of like basically a goldfish. They could be learning some things right now, some new philosophy, some new words and things of that nature, and they're worried about something else right now. This just goes to show you that modern women have short attention spans too, as well.
15. Where did you meet Bill Clinton?
I've never met him in person, but just from the knowledge I have of Bill, I think it's very obvious that people like this wouldn't be making millions of dollars just from pure evil every year if Bill was the man running the world.
That's interesting. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. What about Hillary?
I don't really care much for her. It's mainly just Bill.
What are your thoughts on women?
Actually, I wanted to get to this before anybody tries to call me sexist for arguing with a bunch of evil people. I actually can't be sexist. I grew up in a single dog household, so I think that kind of just negates all of that.
Single dog?
Single dog household.
Oh, okay.
You grew up in a single what?
He said single dog.
I literally feel like I'm
Single dog household.
Okay. Yeah, no, those kind of households, like, they breed murderers, right?
Right, it's
single parent household.
No, not single parent. I grew up with both of my parents. It was just, extremely devastating to grow up with only a dog. One of them.
A single dog.
Okay. Was it a female dog?
I'm not sure. I wasn't looking at it like that.
So, do you go to school right now, or do you work, or like, how does this work for you?
Right, I do go to school, yes.
What do you study?
As of right now in school, I'm actually trying to become the teacher, similar to how I want Bill to run the government. I think there needs to be one really big class, and I should be teaching it.
Okay. All right. And who do you have a problem with on Twitch? Like, which streamer?
Obviously, a son. I'd like to talk to Vosh. I talked to him a little bit. He needs to get back to me before I get angry, and we'll see from there,
You talked to Destiny.
Sophia, pass me some of Sancho.
Oh, you met Steve?
Sancho.
I didn't meet him in person. I debated him, and by the end of it, he was very unhappy with the situation. Not only did I destroy him in a debate, but you could see the fear in his eyes.
Yeah, he's about your size. What was the topic?
we were talking about the underground governments, actually running the world. And I was bringing up laws to him, like the Sharmoni law. And he just had nothing to say. He didn't know what it was. And I think that he's just not somebody who has any information on any topic in the world.
Right. And do you know anything about the Freemasons?
I know all types of stuff.
Okay. Okay, so you should know Panda's a brother Mason.
What the fuck?
You better clarify that, Panda.
What the fuck? John? John, what are you getting me into?
Ring in your room.
Yo!
Panda subscribers, he left the church, bro.
Yo!
Freemason. Well, what about ladies? Ladies, why don't you introduce yourselves? We've got a bunch of people watching. 28,000.
I am Talia.
Okay, hey Talia, what do you do?
Hi. I'm on Only Bros.
Homies.
Only homies.
Hell, Talia?
What?
Are you going to hell, Talia?
Again, they're ashamed to admit that they do OnlyFans. Again, they're ashamed to admit that they're OnlyFans people. Okay? That's what it really comes down to.
I mean, I don't think I am.
Okay, and are you religious?
Not much.
Okay, didn't she say at the beginning of the show that she's religious? Wasn't she the one that said that at the beginning of the show?
What do you want out of life, Talia?
What do I want out of life? Happiness. Happiness.
And is there happiness in Only Bros?
Yeah, definitely.
It makes you happy?
Yeah.
Not to interrupt or anything, but I think there's a very
Somebody said in
short-lived,
chat, only demons.
a very short-lived
Only
happiness until
demons.
less than 100 years pass, and then they're not gonna be very happy anymore.
Oh, really?
All right.
Well, actually, less than that. When they hit the wall, they're not going to be happy anymore. Because I'm going to tell you something. That's one of the oddest things I've been seeing. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, how many subscriptions do these women have? Like, bro, you're pushing like 49. So, for example, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a perfect example right now. Hold on just a minute. Let me see. Okay. There's a woman who's 48 years old, okay? She's 48, right? She used to be hot stuff back in the day, right? Back in the day, she was hot stuff. I don't know what she did with the money, right? But at 48 years old, she's still doing OnlyFans. Come on now. Make it make sense. Which means I'm guessing that she's still single. Let me see real quick. Yeah, she's still single. Still single at 48, doing OnlyFans. What the hell is that?
Not less than 100. No, Talia, I'm wondering, did you finish school?
No, I did not.
Yeah, okay, I dropped out too. You didn't do any college?
No.
Okay, welcome Talia to the show. Next, who's next to you? Introduce yourself, please.
Yo, what's up? My name's Rodeo. I am a Only Demons manager.
Oh, you're the pimp.
Oh my god.
Yes, he is. In essence, yes, he is. He is. He is the pimp. And then also the fact that he referred to it as only demons shows you where his head is at. So yes, you are correct.
I do go to school. I go to DePaul University. I kind of hate that school. It's full of liberals. But
You make a lot of money doing this management?
last month alone, I made her, Talia, $100,000.
How much you make for yourself off of her?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Confidential. Hey,
How much you want to bet that he takes? Well, he told you what he made off of her. He told you what he made off of her at the beginning of the show. He told he told us that when he showed his mom that $100,000 check, his mom was like okay with it. So he told us that at the beginning of the show. I'm telling you guys, you need to really take this shit legit. This shot. I forgot the word for it, but let me see the word again. And I shouldn't even be saying this, but it would be kind of rude for me not to share this with like-minded people. But yeah, you need to get on this shit legit little thing because you know what I mean. Here's the thing about Americans: they don't like things that taste bitter. They like things that taste good all the time. And sometimes like the things that don't taste good are good for you. Like for example, shit legit, I'll be honest with you, it's not that pleasant when you're eating it. If you eat it by spoon, it's not going to be that good. Um you know, however, the benefits of it, yes sir.
Panda, hey, Panda, you a real one for that.
You finished school?
I just became a freshman in college.
Yeah, you look young as hell. Dude, you look like
He looks like
you could look.
Yeah, I'm pretty young.
15.
In high school.
No, I'm pretty young. But yeah, I got a scholarship to my university. So.
Oh, you're a smart guy.
I'm Asian, but I'm pretty good at math.
You're Asian.
No,
Yeah.
the fuck you're not. You're terrible.
Hey, no, last night I was really bad at math.
Last night he was terrible, man.
But I'm pretty good at math.
admit that he was bad.
Okay, I was bad at math, but
What are Jewish people?
Right, Panda, he admitted that he was bad.
Don't
hey, bro. Hey, man's trying to cancel me right now. I'm not ready for that.
Okay, who's next? What was your name?
His name or my name?
His, the man.
My name's Rodeo.
Okay, Rodeo. Nice to meet you. Who's next to you?
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm a professional dancer and influencer.
No, you're on OnlyFans too because you even admitted that you were on OnlyFans. And the thing is that's sad about this one is that she's fat and at best, I guarantee you, if she stands up, she'll be like maybe like a cool maybe a cool 4 or something. Like I don't even find these women attractive with all this cake on their face. All this cake icing on their face. I don't even find them attractive, bro. It's not even attractive, man. Like carry that somewhere else,
And social media manager.
Clarify the dancing thing.
Oh yeah, I'm a professional dancer, like industry wise. Like I do music videos and stuff like that.
She's not an exotic dancer.
I'm not
Not like a twerker.
Twerker.
No, I was on Total Lil Baby. I danced with Janet Jackson. I've been on like TV. I do Disney, a bunch of stuff like that.
And do you also do OM?
No, I do not.
Why?
Me personally, it's just not something that I've ever like wanted to do myself. I don't see anything bad with it. It's just not something that would like be something I want to do.
When the rubber meets the road, she'll be doing it too. That's the thing. When the rubber meets the road, she'll be doing it as well. She'll be doing it too. You can tell in her voice that she'll be doing it, actually. Trust me. These women are cheap.
I don't know.
Would you let your kids do it?
Would I let my kids do it? I mean, genuinely, I don't really mind whoever does it as long as they're doing it for the right reasons and they got their head on straight.
There is no right reason, you dumbass. And I would tell her that in person too, that there is no right reason to do it. She actually had the audacity to say there's a right reason to do OnlyFans. Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense.
I think.
So if your child said, "I'm doing it for the right reasons,"
Can I specify something?
You're trying to trip you up.
Oh, I know.
Your child is 18.
Yeah. If my child is of age.
You coming with the chest moves tonight, all right?
Tom J. Hey, also though, when you subscribe to the OnlyFans, you don't really get only homies.
You know, the thing is, when you're making a legitimate living, everything is pretty cut and dry. You don't have to be like, I do this, I do that. If you're like, for example, if someone asks me a question, you know, I'm gonna say I'm in IT, I'm in tech work, and I box. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say, man. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, they don't even they have to dance around the truth. They have to dance around the truth. And we're going to go into something else too with this other chameleon. She doesn't even realize she's a chameleon, but I'm about to shut her shit down too after we're done here. I know this is a long stream, but there's so much to unpack from this that can carry away from that we can carry from this.
You don't really get like you'll see. It's not like it's not very.
Do you subscribe to any?
Am I subscribed to any?
Yeah.
Bro, when I was before, I had El Riz, bro. Yeah, I was subscribed to OF before. Yeah, before I became a manager.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. Okay. And are you guys in an open like everyone else, or
an open relationship?
Yeah.
No, we understand our places.
So he's a cuckold too. Don't let it fool you. He's a cuckold too. You saw how he answered that, right? No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. A lot of these people you have to stay away from. So that's why I keep my books on me. That's why I find that working on military edits and things like that, it actually keeps me it reminds me of what masculinity is. When I read about these different guys, it reminds me of what masculinity is. Because most of the time you're not going to find it out in this goofy world we're living in right now. I'm just going to be dead ass. But let's continue.
What does she think of your job? Or is this too personal?
This is not bro. This is not personal. I mean, what I have to do to provide, like as like a man, as a person who's soon to be like a full-grown adult, like I have to be the one providing. So before a lot of my friends have done, my best friend did a lot more worse stuff for money. I had to watch him on his downfall. And, I chose this. I'm really good at content creating, especially with TikTok. I was like an influencer before this, but I was just really good at blowing people up. And luckily enough, not luckily enough, through hard work, I learned how to statistically blow up models, and I blew up her, and I blew up her.
You know the angles and lighting?
No. I'm a pretty funny guy. Angles. They make fun of me. They say I don't know how to take photos, but I'm just
he does
I make a lot of skits with them.
He's horrible.
So I'd like to say I'm pretty funny when it comes to that.
Hey, it takes practice.
These are like non-sexual skits, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. So like corn intros. Like how corn intros are so cringy and stuff. I
don't
almost
watch
caught
it.
you up
Because you don't watch it.
you don't watch it.
Of course. I mean, I came from your lifestyle. I'm 28.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're just skits, man. Like those POV skits on TikTok. I don't really do the trends. I feel like you blow up, you fall off. Like me, I like to create people with lasting personalities, and that's all I work with is things that are consistent and lasting. That's the type of content I make.
Okay, and were you big on TikTok?
I had like 330,000 followers, bro. A bunch of people tried canceling me, bro. They said I was racist for making Asian jokes, but I'm Asian, so
Well, how bad was the joke?
I used to throw my dog in ovens for TikToks.
Okay, whoa. In GTA.
In GTA.
Wow. So you didn't need to be a manager. You had content.
Man, but clout money is not like it's not like that for real.
You said you got scholarships for what?
My major is finance. I got a scholarship. I wrote a pretty good essay. So,
Some people just like to be behind the scenes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I like to be in front of the scenes. That's why I'm on the podcast right now.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, what does that? Oh, that came out of nowhere.
Don't take that from your. Don't think.
Women are impulsive too, and they'll say things like they'll say things left field that like they'll say things that are left field that have nothing to do with the conversation at hand, basically.
That from your coworker?
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong.
So how do you punish the OF girls when they misbehave?
When they misbehave?
Yeah.
I don't really. They usually do their work. Talia can be a pain sometimes, but
Yeah, that is true.
dude, because she will pack outfits.
Stop.
She will pack her own outfits that she doesn't like, and she'll blame it on me. She'll say I'm the reason she looks bad in the outfit.
That's why she's dressed like that?
Dude, yes, and I'm the one who packed this outfit. And she literally, before I came here, she was like, you picked the worst outfits.
Why did she sound like Mickey Mouse?
She packs the worst outfits.
Whoa.
Is it ever awkward when your girl tunes in and sees you around OF girls and stuff? Is it ever like weird for her?
If it is, I don't really care. She has to understand that.
Okay.
Bro, she has to understand.
Wow.
She has to understand if she's gonna enjoy a certain lifestyle. She has to respect what I do.
Right.
You know what's she gonna respect me for? Working under somebody. She wants to.
Somebody asked, "Why does Panda?" Man, fuck you. Mind your fucking business, bitch. Respectfully. All right, cool. We're gonna go to the next person. Here you go.
Hi.
No, Mia.
Hi, what do you do?
The same thing. I'm a content creator on Only Homies.
Is that big money?
And I'm a streamer too. I stream and I do influencer. It's good money.
You see how nervous she looks? You know what I mean? Because she knows her days are numbered. I think this woman is 30 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So she's getting up there in age. She probably doesn't work out. We're probably going to see plastic surgery on her. And that's just it. If guys weren't so weak, we wouldn't have this problem. If guys were able to basically not only practice D-discipline, but just ignoring women altogether, completely ignoring modern women altogether, do you know how powerful we would be? I pretty much done that already. I pretty much broke that down to a science where I can just where I don't have to entertain them, where I'm completely where they're even I've broken it down to a science where they are even kind of afraid to even where they're kind of afraid of me. And that's how I want to keep it. I want to keep them afraid of me, you know? Because here's the thing. I can only hope that I can practice good character and that good character will repel evil character. That's what I can hope. That's why I hope and pray for.
Try to be safe. I do. I don't. It's hard for me not to get along with people.
And do you have any religion?
Yeah, I'm Christian. I mean, I was born into religion. I believe heavily in God, and honestly, I disagree with what he's saying respectfully. I don't think I'm going to hell.
You are going to hell though. And another thing too about that is like why did you have to mention him? He ain't even talking. He didn't even cut her off. He said nothing. He said nothing. Okay? Why are you even why is she even talking about him when the speaker mentioned her? So he lives rent free in her head already from this small interaction.
I want to do good with my money. You know what I mean?
But your manager for sure is, right?
We can do good with our
What'd you say?
Like, she might not be, but you for sure are, no?
I'm for sure what?
Going to hell or not?
Hey guys, I'll have to take the L for. I'll have to take the L for the team.
I don't want to be rude or anything. I think you said to the guy your name was Rodeo. I think it's a lie. I think it's probably something around Satan, devil. I don't really understand how you can argue the fact that you're not going to pay for your sins, when in all reality, if you are a Christian, especially a devout Orthodox Christian, a lot of what you're doing is definitely against religious standards.
Wait, you're saying that I wouldn't? I didn't say I wasn't gonna. I didn't say that.
I'm just pointing out that you will be screaming.
I'll be from getting railed.
No, but I think from burning.
Oh, from burning.
Yeah, because
I mean, John, that's not what I think. But
John,
yes,
when you look in the mirror, is this you when you were 15?
Thank you.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of me, except he's way more successful. Like, this guy's he's everywhere now. He's gonna be a star. I mean, unless you corrupt him with these demons.
You think
hey man, I'm not a demon.
I'm not a demon.
He's thinking of
You just said basically. He said earlier something like only demons. He said something like that. What else is he left to do but think you're a demon? But let's continue.
I'm a demon? You think I'm the devil?
No, I mean, like.
Actually, no. I am a succubus.
Huh?
I come from a bouncy background, and I felt demonic doing that type of work, like street fights and degenerate stuff like that, and drinking.
And that's a fact. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, yeah, and I won't encourage it, but please don't go to a club. Please don't be going to clubs still. By the time you're 23 or something, your clubbing should be over by that time. Your club days should be done. You know what I mean? You like, seriously, your club days should be like already over. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have a need to club at all. You know? So if it, like, please don't please do not still be going to clubs, you know? Please do not still be going to clubs. That would be the dumbest thing ever, you know? Because there's nothing appealing about a club. I'm going to be honest with you. There's nothing really appealing about going to a club. I'm just being real. So please don't do it. Stay away. You're not missing anything. So yes, don't do it.
Don't you think? I mean, do you guys even believe in demons, or
Do I believe in demons? I would say I do believe. I would say yeah. I do believe in demons, but I feel like
John.
I've seen, bro. I've seen those people around me do a lot worse, and I'm not trying to use it as an excuse for what I do, but it's just like at some point, it's like you kind of get desensitized to a lot of it.
John, you fuck with me, right? I'm like your bro, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Go ahead and make me a mod right quick. I need to do something.
You don't have mod yet?
No.
Damn, L-friend.
You're trying to fight my enemies and you don't have mod.
I know, facts. I just want to do something right quick. Go ahead.
Wait, Ben, is it true you slapped up Dunkel?
I did not slap up Dunkel. We airboxed. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got ready. I'm just gonna. There you go. Band, unband.
So I forget the kid's name.
Band, unband.
Who, me?
In the blue jacket. 15-year-old kid.
Matan.
There you go.
Nice. Where are you from?
You know, I'm from Los Angeles, but you know, I'm also Jewish Israeli.
You're Israeli, really?
Right. You know, I actually went to yeshiva for a couple of years under Rabbi Dog.
Okay.
He actually went to a synagogue with Aiden Ross.
Right.
A what?
Synagogue.
With Aiden.
With Aiden.
Well, how many followers does this kid have?
More than me.
On TikTok, I think you have 80. Hey, bro, you said they're all going to hell, but you made a TikTok with them. Ooh, so you're supporting them, and you shouted them out too, and you followed my models, bro. Oh, I just had proof from that too. I looked at all their pages. I was like, who's this dude following them? Proof right here.
Who's following who?
Matan is following my OnlyFans models.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's 15. He's not allowed to look at that at 15.
Yeah. You're not even allowed to be on TikTok.
Tell him that.
Right, so you know what I wanted to say is you can look at it. I just followed them before we made this. I wasn't actually aware that they were complete evil demons.
Bro, you made TikToks with them. You literally tagged them, bro. You tagged them and followed all of them. There's no way you didn't see the big ass,
I did not
OF link, bro.
I was
Yeah,
not.
he has a manager.
Right.
He has a manager that does that for him.
I wasn't looking at it myself. You know, if my manager wants to be involved with. Right, but I didn't know what you did for a living. If my manager wants to be
No, you definitely did.
But they were.
He's capping
Dude, she literally
everybody
has a
right
shirt
now.
that says porn star.
He's literally.
She has a shirt that says porn star in the video.
Right, but why would I be looking at that? I'm only thinking about.
Ooh, nah, bro.
So now they're trying to play the guilt trip. Now you see how sour her face is right now because she knows, like, she's reminded of her like crappy fashion sense, basically. But you know, bro, like, yeah, you know, come on now, bro. I know it's hard. I know the journey is hard, but I also want to mention something. If you guys are on Clubhouse, I created this group. And I think this group will be good for us to exchange ideas and help one another out on reaching our goals, basically. And I created this group. I'm going to show it on here. Although my content is for every man who wants to do right, I still have he's Israeli. He's like Israeli. When I was living in LA, there's a lot of Jewish people in Los Angeles. As a matter of fact, you can say Beverly Hills is owned by Jewish people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Beverly Hills is basically owned by Jewish people, to be honest. But I created this group on Clubhouse, so you can look for it if you want to. You see the name of the group. So if you want to, tap in and you can join the group, you know. Because I had to do I guess you can say I had to do what they call a like a subdivision of the Passport Bros. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's capping. He's
man.
capping to everybody.
Dude, no way you don't see that. Come on. Grow up here. We come on. You definitely see
capper.
that.
Okay. And
He's keeping frame though. I like this little kid. He's keeping frame. You know, he's chilling, keeping frame. You know what I mean? Keeping frame. That's what you have to do in these situations.
Bro, what are these
comments? Do you game now, or like what happens when you go home?
The question for me?
Yes.
Right, I don't actually play any video games. I might start soon streaming, but as of right now, I'm usually
You
just.
don't play Wait, how are you at the Game Awards then?
I bought a ticket.
Oh, you just walked up there?
Right.
How did that happen?
Oh, what the
I was
fuck?
wondering how you got up there.
Like, did you go there?
How did you get up there?
I bought a ticket and then I went to set somewhere else. I had this planned, for a couple of years now, maybe like 8 or 9. So,
So another thing about this little Sigma is he's seeing long term. I don't know what the gaming situation was, but by this you can tell that he's thinking long term. You know what I mean? And that's a trait to be admired. Him thinking long term, right? Well, let's continue.
You're a nobody? You just walked up there and spoke on a microphone?
Right.
Okay. Oh, God bless you. I thought you were somebody. I thought you were like winning an award.
No, I wasn't supposed to be there. I actually got arrested after, but I think the main thing is just to respond to something Seth and Devil over there said earlier. I actually didn't know what they did before this. I'm still not exactly sure what only whatever is. I've never heard of it.
You never heard of it? You never heard of Only
Mellon
Homies?
University was talking about it.
Wait,
No,
I'm
Carnegie
so
Mellon.
sorry.
Carnegie Mellon.
I have a quick question. So you've never heard of Only Homies, yet you've been talking about it this whole time. Make that make sense.
Right, so the only thing I've talked about was the statistics because I actually came up with them on the spot.
Hey, bro, but you...
There is so much cap going on right now.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie though. This video is kind of looking a little sus, bro. You got the light skin face on, and then you got the girls following you, bro. I mean, this is looking a little sus, bro. If you know what they do, okay. Hey, will you delete this video after? Will you delete this video now that you know?
No.
Oh, so you still support them? You're giving them a shout out. I appreciate you, bro. More traffic to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for.
How do y'all feel about e-pimps?
E-pimps?
And I am not one. I am not an e-pimp.
Are you not an e-pimp?
I've been accused of being an e-pimp.
Yeah, I've been offered so many times, like, you can make so much money, you don't even have to be in the video. But I don't know, there's some demonic energy there. Is that offensive to say?
There is demonic energy. You can tell by this Jezebel and how mad she's getting and how deep her voice is that there's demonic energy. It's crazy because I was on my TikTok and I mentioned the fact that like women, like modern women can't read. And then a Jezebel came at me, a Jezebel came at me basically. And I responded back to her and then she had my video banned. And then, basically she basically, block me. So sometimes, sometimes Shaitan will try to hit you in every different way possible. But luckily I was ready for it. I was ready for what was to come.
Definitely, this guy is set to himself.
It's not offensive to say because I'm not really one to like if you believe that I'm
Here's what bothers me is you had a million different options, right? You had the money.
I had a million. Yeah, I did. No, I do. I still do. But
why didn't you see that through first?
See my finance scholarship?
I don't know. Why didn't you try and do other things and then leave that as a last resort?
I can't say a lot on stream, but I've done a lot of things. Let's just say that. And this by far is the safest for me. This is the best for. This is best for me.
If they say don't gun to yourself.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, this is the best. I honestly, like this. Yeah, that's all I gotta say really before I gun to myself.
But yeah, the e-pimp term, I feel like it's not. I think it's just in a way, it's not. I don't want to say it's disrespectful. I just don't agree with it because being like a female, even though I'm not in their exact shoes, I feel like saying that I have an e-pimp or saying that these girls have e-pimps is just kind of like degrading them and like I don't know. I just feel like it's degrading them because like they're not being pimped out. They're doing what they want to do and what they feel comfortable doing, and we're just helping.
You have to just accept the.
So OnlyFans is not degrading? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that OnlyFans is not degrading? Please.
Excuse me, I'm talking. Anyways, but
What did he say?
He said it.
Look at how shocked this guy is. This guy this guy who's doing this gives me cuckold vibes. This guy really gives me cuckold vibes. This guy, basically.
You have to realize the reality of the situation.
Right,
I don't know, because for me,
but that's not
for me though.
The
Like
girls
real
are doing what they
pimping,
want to
though,
do. The girls aren't forced to do anything.
Bro, I've had to deal
The one with the one who doesn't have the OnlyFans, who is fat, is sticking up for the ones who do have the OnlyFans, which leads me to believe that she's probably done some work as a stripper or something like that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. She probably has.
It was some real pimps before, and this it's like you're drugging and like forcing girls to like. I can't say that, but it's like
No.
yeah, it's like you're doing some bad things to get these girls to do that. But for me, it's like I'm just helping girls who are already doing it. They're already doing it. That's their choice. That I'm doing their running their social medias and onboarding my chatting team.
Sorry, management is different from pimping. I'll be nice. I'll take turns.
So,
wait, what's the difference from a manager and a pimp?
So, Panda, what can I say on the stream, bro?
No, I have a way to say it.
I'll start.
Let's try this. What's the difference from a manager and a good, nice pimp?
Okay, a good. The difference between because I've seen the difference in real life. There's a lot of real life ones in Chicago, and
wait. Before, hold on. Before we go, let's look up the definition of pimp. Okay,
it's just manager.
A man who controls prostitutes and arrange clients for them, taking parts of their earnings in return, act as a pimp. He would be a good-looking guy if he said, some said he pimped on the side.
Don't do it, Panda.
Wait. Wait. Because like a lot of people would say, Elon Musk is a pimp and Twitter is his corner. Would you say, hey, this piece of Only Homies is my corner? If you wanna, you wanna ride this ride, this is my, this is my corner. Pay up. Do you feel like that?
What do you mean by corner? I'm not familiar with the
so
slang.
Pimp usually have their corner, like a drug dealer.
Oh yeah, like your part, your part of the area.
Do you believe like that's your part of the?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, my part of the area is mainly TikTok. I know how to run that, and I know how to run it up. I can make anybody viral in a day. I'm very confident that I can make anybody viral in a day. First day she met me, we got 16 mil views. First day I took over.
One thing you guys have to understand, and this, I know this is this has to be and this is a reminder to me too. Sometimes you can get that. Sometimes you can get help and come up very easily, right? But it's just better if you just build it yourself. You know what I mean? That way it's better because like you're not going to be in a position where he's going to say to you, hey, I need my cut because I got you to this point. So basically, I mean, because my presence is very like small on here. My space is very small, but I still wouldn't do that to make my presence bigger. I wouldn't like ask him like, hey, can I have I wouldn't be like, hey, can I get you to make me viral? I wouldn't do that. Like I would be like, no, I'm good. You know, I just build it myself. You know what I mean? That would be me. That would be the line I press. You know what I mean? It would be better for me. Well, let's continue.
TikTok got over 1 million views. All my high school friends on the viral because of me. Graduated with like literally all my best friends were able to go viral together. We all even there was even a point where I was in a content house for a little bit, but for me, like I'm just gonna use my definition because book definition is like for me. I've seen like real life. Wait, hey Panda, I could say like what can I say on stream? I don't want to get you banned.
You can say that.
You can say real life.
Talk about my past, Panda. He can talk about it.
All right, yeah. So I've seen real life pimps before, man. Like these people like
a pimp named Slickback.
Yeah, like exactly like a pimp, bro. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm about to say. I don't want to say it on stream, but basically like these both of them they already did OF before. I'm just helping them scale their business.
And it's I get that, but if I'm
So that needs to be what needs to be said then is that if they did OnlyFans before and it wasn't successful and people weren't checking for them, then that just lets you know that the product that they were offering nobody really cared for. That's what that should tell you, basically. Well, let's continue on.
I'm playing devil advocate, you know I fuck with you, but I'm playing devil advocate. A lot of these girls be popping that pussy before the pimp comes in. And the pimp are like, let me just make sure you safe. Let me make sure you're doing right. Let me introduce you to my
and they market it. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I'm not somebody who's gonna do what like actual street.
Why can't what if the ladies just grouped up and said, cut out the middleman?
If they say cut out the middleman, they lose all my services. They lose my whole chatting team. They lose me. They lose all their marketing. They lose all their opportunity. But they still have their own platform, everything. But I build all their socials.
Why don't you help them for free?
Because why would I spend my time on that?
Don't you love these women and want to take care of them and believe them? Do it for free.
Time is money.
It's exactly. Time is money. And on top of that, if these two want to do like I think Penny, you told me this, you want 100% of nothing or 10% of something.
Facts.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Chief.
Yeah. Is that Mike?
That's Mike.
Yeah. Which one of these ladies is your favorite without pussying out?
Which one of them is my favorite?
Yeah, pick one.
Favorite in what sense? Because there's
to spend time with.
Favorite to spend time with? Talia.
Oh, damn. Ow.
But favorite to work with? Sophia. Favorite to work with? By far, Sophia. Favorite.
What's Talia doing that she's the best?
What's Talia doing that she's the best?
Then answer that.
I'm not gonna answer that. But by far, like favorite to work with, Sophia. Sophia, like she just gets all her content done on time.
I got an offer from Netflix.
Why is Talia the best?
To talk with my manager, I got an offer from Netflix and Hulu.
Ooh.
Put me on that, bro. Put me on. I'll come to Israel with you.
We'll go there together. We'll go to the Western Wall.
Yeah, maybe I'll introduce you to Christ. Have you been saved, young man?
I'm not actually Christian myself. I'm an Orthodox Jew. So I'm not big into Christianity, but.
Bro, why did you throw these hats at me then?
They're not for Christians. They're for Jews.
Oh.
That's how dumb these people are. You can have a lot of money and still be dumb, though. You know what I mean? Like, the case is with this guy. Like, any like common sense kind of guy is going to recognize that Jews wear those things and Christians don't wear those things. even if you don't have that much like knowledge of the religion, you're still going to know that basic fact. But obviously, this guy doesn't know that basic fact, of course.
But why are you wearing the Kanye thing, dude? You said you're Jew.
Okay.
Oh, hey, but is it because he made graduation? Is it because he made graduation though?
Wait, repeat it again. I love Kanye's music. Obviously, I don't like what he said about Jews or anything. I definitely denounce it. But
bro, you called us the demon, and then you gave us the Jewish caps, bro.
Wait, you guys are huge demons.
So why did you bring us the gifts of the Jewish caps?
I like how calm he said that too. I like how calm he said like they're huge demons. He said it like so calm, collected. He didn't even blink an eye. He just said, "Yeah, you guys are huge demons." You know what I mean? That's what he said.
Right, because I didn't come on here with the knowledge that I was gonna be dealing with a bunch of demons.
Bro, you gave us the
like your
Jewish
fake
caps
accent.
after you called the demons. You called us demons.
I honestly don't like your fake accent. I'm sorry, it's throwing me off.
Very real. It's
Is it a
not
fake
fake.
accent?
Oh, for sure, for
It is
sure.
it is very real.
Literally, as we introduce ourselves, very, very much English.
He put on all the hats. He put on all the hats. And notice how a modern woman will say, "I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that." It's like they become so warped that some dudes don't give a crap. Like, some dudes don't care what you don't like. And I'm one of them that doesn't care what a modern woman likes. That's just me though. You know, that's just my way of looking at things. Well, let's continue.
There the whole time. I would love to see any evidence that it was not. I think they're just making it up on the spot.
They're saying you have a crypto accent.
A what?
They're saying that's not your real accent, young man.
Yeah, bro, I have video proof, bro.
Let's see it.
Yo, Panda, you love Kanye. That makes you a Nazi?
What question? What question?
I mean, Panda loves Kanye, so he's clearly a Nazi.
Wow, bro.
I plead the fifth.
Elf friend.
I will not. I wouldn't. I will not pressure. I would not pressure myself.
Listen, he's not a Nazi. I feel like you can wear Kanye's clothes, listen to his music.
No, we don't wear Adidas. This house, I know.
No Adidas, bro. Adidas is L.
But this is a Nike house. But listen.
It's a Nike house.
We're gonna plead the fifth. Did I listen to Kanye this morning? We're gonna plead the fifth. Do I still like his beats? We're gonna plead the fifth. Do I agree with his messages? No.
Whoa, some. Hold up. Whoa.
I wasn't talking about those ones. I was talking about
What you say? No, you know
the relationship ones.
fuck ass Adidas. Come on, get your head out your ass.
New armband clothing that's with Nike.
You said unbrand?
New armband clothing with Nike.
What?
What it looks like?
His new clothing line with Nike with the armbands.
Oh, with the red armbands?
I know what you're saying. Oh, Nazi shit. No. First of all, remember I'm black. Them Nazis didn't like us either, right? They don't like, they don't fuck with us. So look, no. I'm just saying. So you know who I think Kanye is right now? I think Kanye is like the living embodiment of Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks.
Oh my God, Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus.
Don't trust him, yo.
So, Panda, where did you find these people?
Where I find them? Ariana, my TikTok editor. Hey, by the way, he uploaded the aunt clip to YouTube, but I told him to delete it. I did not know he did that, so I apologize. But
that clip has destroyed my life. My question to you is, wait, didn't you have a party you were throwing with Mike?
I don't think I'm throwing it with. I think he's gonna be in Texas or something.
Yeah, Mike invited us last night, and he says he's going to Texas.
Yeah, he's going to Texas.
Yeah.
I think he's in Texas, but I'm doing a Project P again for New Year's. So that shit's gonna be fire.
Damn. So basically, you're saying rodeo should slide out for New Year's.
Facts.
Oh, and with the models too.
With the models.
Oh, okay.
Last time we had Project P though, someone was doing some unsavory satanic things.
Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that Project P. No.
Panda, remember when I said the N-word at your house?
I did. We were outside.
Do you have that?
I do.
You gotta delete that shit.
I did. I said.
No, man. Come on.
I have no idea why I'm going so hard on you. I'm sure we get along.
Bro, I'm sure too, man.
Connie wanna wait. Connie said I wanna know.
I need to take you down.
Wait, 10 minutes. Never fucking got in, but everybody.
I plead the fifth, and I want help.
She's smart for that.
Super smart, bro.
Smart.
Super
You
smart.
You said she doesn't have a manager?
Yeah.
Girl in the costume. What's her name?
Oh, Talia.
Talia.
Talia, you're the favorite.
No, I'm not.
Why are you exhaling, Talia?
Say
Talia, get ready for the hardest question that will ever be asked live.
Okay, what's the hardest question?
Wait, are you?
Your manager. Did you pipe your manager?
Don't answer that.
Don't answer this.
So the fact that the thing is that she had to wait to answer and stuff like that, and she had to do this, it kind of means that, we already know the answer. She did.
Hey, Panda, save me, man. Save me.
Hey, kid. So which one of these girls is the nicest, kindest?
I've I haven't really talked to them, so far. Definitely the one that left, I think she's a little bit angry because I've exposed, the evil that she's running. I think, I don't want to make any claims that are subject to not be true, but I wouldn't be.
Expose her more.
She's actually in a phone call.
She's back.
Sorry, I had a business phone call. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised if she, does a lot of satanic rituals in her spare time and.
Cut the camera. Bring it to me.
You know what? His third eye is all the way open. Because I'm pretty sure that they do satanic rituals. I'm thinking that these modern women do be doing some satanic stuff. Like maybe not directly, but kind of like indirectly, like these kind of things, especially like the illusions that they do with makeup and stuff. Like that's crazy how like they just really put the wool over your face and make you think that they're bad women, and really they're not. But let's continue.
Switch views. Hey, switch views.
Actually, y'all switch seats right quick. So
I'm switching seats.
That was a better. It's keep on getting both for our heads.
Hello.
No. It's not you. It's me.
What did you say exactly?
And I guess my question is, how's your relationship with your father?
Me and my father are best friends. Me and my mom are best friends.
Cat.
That's a problem, though. I was never best friends with my dad. I was never best friends with my mom. It was always like disciplinarian type thing.
She has a bad relationship with her parents. She's lying to me.
No shit. Hey, she actually doesn't.
No, I like honestly, like
I would
literally, I have the best relationship with my parents.
No, she doesn't. Stop the cap.
Lying to me.
What would I gain from lying to you? I don't know you.
She pulls her parents like
a 15-year-old kid if she's lying.
He's of course he's gonna say
100%.
100%. 100%.
If not, she would call her parents right now.
What's his name?
John, bro. Before you hopped on, John, do you believe in God, bro? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Yes.
All right, bro. Do you believe to not take God's name in vain? Yeah.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that.
Bro, this dude, I'm about to expose this dude, Matan, bro. Before you hopped in the call, this dude said that he is God.
Literally.
There's no God above him.
Well, being Jewish, I understand that, but let him
Being
explain.
Jewish, I'm dead.
Explain, Matan. You gotta explain, bro.
Listen, I think this guy's trying and continuously failing to expose me. The accent is fake. He can't pull out a video. She had a good relationship with her parents. They can't call her parents. My name is not Satan Devil, but he can't pull out his ID. It's a bunch of nonsense from this guy. I'm getting tired of it. I think,
Bro, you literally posted a TikTok with my models, bro. Why won't you delete it?
Listen,
if you don't support them.
We talked about this like 5 minutes ago. My manager made a video, and that was about it.
So your manager supports the devil. So your manager's helping the devil, right?
I'm not sure what my manager supports.
So-
If he supports the devil, that's not my problem, is it?
Bro, but
My guy,
it is your fault
what?
'cause he's your manager.
I'm not saying he doesn't. From what I know, he doesn't. I'm just saying that if he supports people who do support the devil, that's not me.
But that's on you, bro. He represents you. That's the same thing that happened with the Balenciaga case. That's not even
true.
really them who made the ad. It's the
That's not true.
development
Listen,
company.
I don't know if you have some sort of barrier, in your head, but there is clearly some misunderstanding on your part.
The thing is that's crazy about this kid too. He doesn't even want to look at them. That's how much disgusted he is. That's how disgusted he is in the dealing with these water geese. Like dealing with these water crickets. He doesn't even want to look at them,
No, I have a point.
You don't have a point.
Here's a question for the OnlyFans girls. Do you guys believe the ruling class engages in blood magic rituals like the Balenciaga stuff?
No comment. I plead the fifth.
I would not pray for myself.
They probably do the rituals themselves. That's why they're saying no comment, because they probably went to these Hollywood parties and probably did the exact same things. Don't let it fool you.
Them as well?
Yeah.
No.
Yo, John. John,
I
let me
don't
ask
think
you.
they were necessarily protecting them. I think they just have no. They have no knowledge on anything.
LA people love me.
Let me ask you this, John, because we've been giving them hard questions all day. What's your relationship status right now?
Single and ready to mingle with OnlyFans chicks, because I'm bringing them back.
Yeah.
You're gonna find me the girl, and I'm gonna bring her back. I'm gonna delete her OF. All of her money will be transferred to my account, and I'll be the new manager.
So you're gonna marry her first and then take her money? Because we know someone like that.
I gotta baptize them
Yeah.
So we do only homies in the name of Christ.
Yes, I mean anyone can be saved. Everyone agrees.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
Yeah, anybody can be saved.
I like that.
I mean, these girls are sad, but if they look into my history, I was way more satanic than these people. Go look at my past life. Look at my past life, and you'll see you're 1%.
Hey, John.
You ladies are 1% of me, and you have money. You've got influence. You've got friends. You've got Twitch. Now you can let go of the OF, and you can transition into being Pokimane.
Hey, John, let me ask you this, though. You say that they were saved, and you did a lot worse stuff, though. Do you think, like you did a lot worse? You're saying you did a lot of worse stuff, so they could still, it's still all right. They still be saved down the road. What if you have that mindset? Like, what if I were to go into GTA, kill somebody, and then pray for forgiveness? What is your thoughts on that?
I mean, you're pretty much asking. Here's what you're asking. You're asking, does God work through people, and is God working through John right now? Why is John telling these girls to quit? Because God is working through me. So yes, they can quit later, but this is like my hand. We're reaching out to you. You don't want to ignore this hand, ladies. You want to come with me. You want to leave this man who makes dog-eating jokes and he's a racist. You want to leave this man, and you want to come with God. All you ladies,
I'm with God.
Right now.
I'm with God.
In the name of Christ, unfollow that man.
All right, ladies. Are you gonna go with the dog-eating man, or are you gonna go?
Don't say that.
No. Dude, bro. This is not racism, bro. This is real. My mom ate a dog in the Philippines. Okay? This is what we had to do. In GTA, we ate dogs. This is not a joke.
Okay, so Kuya, you know these ladies gotta come to God.
No, because I'm very pogy.
Pogi is handsome.
Okay, well, What about the kid, the 15-year-old kid? Like this guy, where is he going? Like, why is he doing content with OF people? Is this what his manager wants?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Literally.
This is strange.
You're not even old enough.
So, just a quick response to that. I've been on Neon's stream a couple of days ago. He's a great guy. I wanted to let me come back on and talk to him. I didn't know that I was going to be talking to a bunch of illiterate people who don't know how to read. But,
You're literally 15. What do you know?
Bro, you know how to read?
Yes, I do know how to read.
Name 10 books.
Are you serious?
Bingo. There it is. This kid has good wit, bro. This kid has some good wit. It's like he already had the. It's like he already set her up, basically. He already set her up to fail. But let's continue.
Serious?
Yes, 100%. Name 10 books.
Well, I read Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed with the Twilight series.
Called?
Game of Thrones, the
Don't
series.
What's the book called? It's not called Game of Thrones.
Wait, what book did you just say before that?
She's just trying to come up with a bunch of nonsense, and she can't name any actual books.
Bro, shut up, kid.
Yeah, he's right though. Look at her. Look at her. She even knows that she can't even come up. She doesn't even know 10 books. Look at her. Look at the nervous response. She even knows she can't even come up with 10 books. He cooked her.
Bro, this is not racism, bro. This is real. My mom ate a dog in the Philippines. Okay?
No,
This is what we had to do.
In GTA.
In GTA, we gotta come to God. No, because I'm very pogy.
Pogi is handsome.
Okay, well, okay. What about the kid, the 15-year-old kid? Like this guy, where is he going? Like, why is he doing content with OF people? Is this what his manager wants?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Literally.
This is strange.
You're not even old enough.
So, just a quick response to that. I've been on Neon's stream a couple of days ago. He's a great guy. I wanted to let me come back on and talk to him. I didn't know that I was going to be talking to a bunch of illiterate people who don't know how to read. But,
You're literally 15. What do you know?
Bro, you know how to read?
Yes, I do know how to read.
Name 10 books.
Are you serious?
Yes, 100%. Name 10 books.
Well, I read Game of Thrones. I'm obsessed with the Twilight series.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, the
Don't
series.
What's the book called? It's not called Game of Thrones.
Wait, what book did you just say before that?
She's just trying to come up with a bunch of nonsense, and she can't name any actual books.
Bro, shut up, kid.
Taking my spot. What did she say?
You see, she can't even come up with the
I'm
book.
sorry if I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry if I said the wrong thing. I was obsessed with the show Game of Thrones, and I started reading the book. And can you let me finish?
Bro, can you shut up?
If I could talk, that'd be
I
great.
never read a book. I got a scholarship.
It was I fucked with Junie B. Jones,
Bro,
Dr.
I really never read a
Seuss,
book in my life, and
the Pigeon books, Fly Guy.
What's the 15-year-old kid? What do you read?
I read all types of books. I read the Talmud, I read the Torah, I read the Bible.
Not the Talmud, not that one. What are you talking about?
He broke. He smiled. The face is gone.
Right, I read all of that type of stuff. I read all types of books, business books. The Sharma book, the Rabak book, a bunch of nonsense I'm making up on the spot. But again, clearly...
What do you think? Do you think you're smarter than these girls? That's why you interrupt them?
I don't really think that, for the most part, they've earned my respect to speak, especially when I have something better to say.
We've earned your...
Yeah, so that's good. This kid already has it. This kid already got it. I'm telling you. Okay? The fact that he talks like this means that he means business, basically. So, yeah. So yeah, this kid, he's definitely special, But let's continue. Some things I disagree with, but a lot of things I agree with.
Respect to speak.
Right.
And you believe you're God, right?
That's not really the point.
Bro, but how do you earn our respect?
How do you?
I don't need.
So far, he's not doing a really good job.
I don't really need to earn your respect. I don't think that's the point. You can.
And I don't need to. I don't need to earn your respect.
I never said you did. You're just asking me why I'm interrupting you. I'm telling you I'm interrupting you because you don't have my respect.
Do you not think interrupting is disrespectful?
I think it would be disrespectful if it was against someone you respected.
All right, bro. I could respect you. I could respect you if you answered this question. I could respect you if you answer this question correctly. Okay?
Oh shit.
You have one chance. Okay? God is watching right now.
I don't really think you make the rules.
I do make the rules. I do make the rules. God is watching.
So this guy is trying to be now he's trying to be like an authority or something like this. Like, bro, stop it. You know? Please stop it. Please stop it. Now he's trying to like sound hard. It's like, man, give me a break. Give me a freaking break. This guy is trying to sound like he's talking or trying to be a tough guy.
How much in GTA? How much booty have you eaten in the last 10 weeks?
He's 15. He's 15.
Oh! I forgot. Bro, I literally am the devil. I kind of am the devil, bro.
Okay, we can end it right there, basically.
No, don't change.
No. You're changing the subject. Actually,
10 books.
you're changing the subject.
Okay,
actually.
3 books.
Oh.
3.
Okay. Well, the Game of Thrones series,
That's not a book.
Twilight
I
series.
want the name
It
of
is
the
a
book.
book. It is a book.
No, but I want the name of the book.
I'll Google the book right now.
Okay,
Matter of fact, you want to show?
Oh my God, she had to Google the book. She had to Google the book.
I know I interrupted you and you.
One sentence.
Listen, I know I interrupted you and now you feel like you can interrupt me and that's fine, but that's usually not something you do, especially when you're
Just answer the question.
a really bad guy. Listen, I will explain. The Pythagorean theorem is a math equation that actually explains the in and outs of the math and how you can go around it. You'll have the 1.5 and you'll have the 2 and the 4.
Oh, okay.
That is. I just explained it.
Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
That's exactly what I
That is not exactly
It's the easiest theorem in the book to remember. What's pi?
He knows that. 3.14.
You want me to just name the words? Listen, I think we're kind of getting off topic. Can you name 10 books?
That's exactly why they did that. They tried to, deflect when they're in a corner. When women are in a corner, they try to deflect and like just come up with anything out of nowhere. You know what I mean? They try to deflect and try to like turn the tables on you because they can't answer the question. But watch this.
Can you? Don't change. No. You're changing the subject. Actually,
10 books.
You're changing the subject.
Okay,
actually.
3 books.
3.
Okay. Well, the Game of Thrones series,
That's not a book.
Twilight
I
series.
want the name
It
of
is
the
a
book.
book. It is a book.
No, but I want the name of the book.
I'll Google the book right now.
Okay,
Matter of fact, you want to show?
Okay, the thing is that like if you read the book, you're not gonna have to Google the book. Like, for example, the books I read, I don't have to Google them. Like, I can name the book, like How Europe Underdeveloped Africa by Walter Rodney. Select speeches of Maurice Bishop, The Grenada Revolution. Antonio Maceo, the Bronze Titan. Imam Shamil, the first Muslim military guerrilla, like the first Muslim guerrilla leader. The Sabers of Paradise. No, basically Imam Shamil, the Sabers of Paradise. The book I'm reading right now, Muslim Resistance in the Caucasus, right? The Afghanistan Papers. Putin's Game Plan. I'm not Googling these books. These are just titles that come to my mind when I'm thinking about books. Basically, Sufism in Tajikistan. That's the name of a book. Okay. So, like, I don't have to like Google books. I actually read the book. And just recently I started to do, I want to say, audiobooks. Well, let's continue.
Get to the point.
The gate's the point.
Yes, if you look up the name of the book.
What?
I thought he almost said that.
No, he
This guy
didn't.
me. No.
Let me show you the series since
But
you don't believe me. I'll show you since you don't believe me.
The book is called The Song of Ice and Fire. Now, before you embarrass yourself by looking up the name of a book, she couldn't even actually name a single book. She doesn't know how to read. She's clearly illiterate.
Okay.
Okay, bro, but I've never even looked at a book though. So am I illiterate?
But that wasn't the point. I asked one of your clients if she would know how to read.
Clients.
And she said that she did.
I'm saying
And she
does the
couldn't
test
name a
work for
book.
everyone?
She said I like the show, and now I know that there's a book, but she couldn't name it. The point is that she doesn't know how to read.
You're still in high school, correct?
But I know how to read.
No, are you?
She doesn't know how to read. That's the sad thing too. You'll find that too with a lot of modern women. They don't know how to read. Like they don't know how to pronounce certain words too. Like for example, we know like the word of hypergamy, right? There was a woman in Great Britain who said hypergamy. She says she practices hypergamy. I'm gonna be honest, man. These women are like too far gone.
I would just have a question. Like, are you still in high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, Claire, I was joking. I'm not actually single. I'm not on the market, but I want to ask the kid.
I'm gonna say you bet.
I want to ask the kid. And I want to ask the kid. To the Israeli kid. I love you. My chat's saying adopt you. We love you, but we want to know: are these girls on my level?
I don't know too much about you, but I would say that they're on a level beneath the dirt.
Oh, 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 yo! He didn't even hesitate. He did not even hesitate. This little kid got the ism.
Bro, he said level. You said level, bro. Hey man, I gotta respect it, man.
And this is how you know that guy's a cuck because he's not even defending it. He's agreeing with it. The other guy is agreeing with it. The other guy is saying, I respect that. You would think as their manager, he would be like, yo, what the hell? You ain't going to talk about my workers like that. But he's actually agreeing with it, which goes to tell you how much he really values those women.
Oh man, is Jargon coming in with Panda right now?
I think so, maybe, possibly.
Ladies, what do you think of what he said? It's kind of spicy what he said.
I honestly, a lot of what he said, I kind of just empty it out, because a lot of what he says.
Name one book.
You're still about the.
Of course I am. That's
Hey, Jargon has some strong views. Hey, guys, Jargon's about to hop in the chat. Guess how old this man is?
Come on now.
Guess his age.
So these are a bunch of cucks, like that's why, like, for me, like I stay away from people like this. Like, like even me, I know intellectually these people aren't on my level. Like me and the 15-year-old guy would get along pretty well, with the exception of the God thing, and even if he's a Israeli, he's practiced Judaism, he hasn't said anything against Palestine. So I'm gonna take him at that. I'm gonna leave it at that, But he cooked them. A 15. This is basically showing you that a 15-year-old kid has more substance than these women. But let's go for something else. I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I've been here a long time. This is a long ass stream. But I want to wrap it up real quick with something that this chameleon made. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, the thing is, I want to say, and I'm about to refute what she's doing right now. I don't think she realizes she's a how sh- I don't think she realizes that she's a chameleon because there's a ring on it. But I'm about to refute everything that she says right now in this video. But let's look.
Doesn't work out, I'll just get an annulment. But it ended up working out for I got married when I was 20, double proxy in the mail. So I didn't even get married in person. And then it was because we had orders to different duty stations. And so my intent walking into it, I was like, well, look, I like to live high risk, high reward. So if this pans out, excellent, amazing. Let's just roll the dice. And then if it doesn't work out, I'll just get an annulment. But it ended up working out for a little while. But no, I didn't even really like know the person or anything like that. I don't know. And so many people called me. They were like, don't do it. But everyone that called me was a train wreck. So I was like, why would I listen to you?
Everyone in my command, right? Because when you're a junior enlisted, you basically have to get permission to get married. You know, so
Yeah.
I had to go and talk to my senior chief. I had to go talk to my division officer, and both of them were like, "Are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want to do?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love her. I love her." And one of the things too that I was really worried about was my ship was getting ready to go on deployment. So I wanted to make sure she was taken care of, that she had all of her medical and stuff, straightened out while I was gone, because I was that guy. I was stepping up. And so rushed into this marriage. I mean, it worked out. I have two great kids. Well, the marriage itself didn't work out, but the end results, having two great kids, worked out. But yeah, I mean, it was a bad idea. If you probably should have listened to my I was an E3 age, and they pay you to.
But if you are a single soldier and you're living in the barracks, people can just mess up your day. Like, if you're minding your own business, playing video games, and somebody will knock on your door and tell you to do something in the building. So you don't really get any freedom. You get kind of treated like a child. Now, to be fair, it's not always the smartest individuals that end up in the military. Like, I have a soft spot for veterans, but I also know that there are some knuckle dragging veterans. So there's some little ducklings that have to get watched. But if you are just tired of being treated like a child, you're like, well, screw this. I'll just marry somebody, right? Let me just marry this girl from high school. She seems nice. What could possibly go wrong? And it gets subsidized. But I think, so, there's good and bad things about hypergamy. And I do think women are very hypergamous when it comes to military men. And I think that they poach them because they understand on the basics that they can get rent, they can get health insurance. I don't even think that they think past that, really. I think they're just like, I get to live for free. It can be a stay-at-home wife. Because it's pretty common to be a stay-at-home wife in the military as well. But I've seen a lot of these 18 to 20-something-year-olds, or older than that, because women are how they are these days. They don't really think about why they're getting married. They just want to get out of their parents' house. So the dude's trying to get out of the barracks, and the woman's trying to get out of her parents' house. And that's mostly why they end up getting married that young. And it obviously doesn't work.
So you get that. The best way is not to tell your son how to live, or tell you.
So I want to show you guys something that she neglects. This is actually a this is actually a common occurrence. This is actually a very common occurrence that she doesn't realize, but we realize.
I just don't understand. I don't understand. He's 28. He's a bum. Why does she want him but not me? I don't understand. I got good grades. I got a future. I'm like, why? And that's what I realized. They want bums. They want. I changed everything. I got a fade that week and everything. I started going crazy. I'm like, hey.
So that's his response to his wife cheating. This actually happens a lot to guys that are in the military, believe it or not. They're out.
So, as I said, she doesn't realize she's a chameleon, but again, these tactics come out basically. Let's look at this one.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
Cheaters finally caught in the act.
What are you doing?
What is going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be looking at cheat. I don't trust you. Do something else. He caught her with messages. Think I'm Boo the Fool. I must got Boo the Fool written on my forehead. And now in this next clip, it's the one I was talking about in the thumbnail and in the title, which is so sad. This is the worst clip I've ever seen in my life regarding cheating. This man comes back from the military, from the army, to come home to his wife. He is, I think, disabled. I don't know, maybe something happened to him while he was out there. He opens the door with his family around him to see the reaction.
By the way, I know this is going to sound bad, but I have no sympathy for disabled veterans who went to Afghanistan or Iraq or anywhere else to pretty much, like with the chicken with their head cut off, not knowing that that America was sending them to that country to pillage and to do things like that. So I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy for them if they're amputees, or if the blessed brothers of Afghanistan blew their legs off or something like that. I commend my brothers in Afghanistan for actually defending themselves, against a foreign invader. That's just my stance. But this is what real Femme Sapien didn't show you.
When he sees his wife, and it turns out she was literally in the act of cheating with another guy, and he immediately broke down. He just falls off the wheelchair and he starts crying. Like I said, one of the worst and saddest clips I've ever seen with regarding someone cheating. The guy she was cheating with jumps out the window, and I guess this guy's family starts cursing out this woman, saying, "How could he do this to my son?" Just please watch. It blew my mind.
I just did a 2-year tour in Afghanistan. How you feeling, bud?
Alhamdulillah. I guess one of the snipers sniped him real well. But let's see.
Glad to be home, man. It was long and rough. Just want to see my wife.
I don't want to say anything, but look how happy he is. He's like, I just want to see my wife. He just wants to get home. And then he just has to open the door to this.
What the?
Look at Pookie. Look at Pookie. Yo! Look at Pookie. 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 Pookie had on what you would call it, some trainers. Pookie had on some trainers, and he just booked it because he was like hitting up a what you would call it. He was hitting up a deep sea whale, basically. He was about to get it on with basically a sea buffalo. But he said, forget it. Let me shake the spot.
You hurt my son like that? I don't even know him. Come out of here. Nobody wants you here. Go. Just go. You already got your boy out the window. You might as well just go ahead and go. Don't want you here.
Now, you would think, I'm going to mention something else. You would think that after being in Afghanistan and being in that situation, that he would have some balls and he would just kick her out. You would think that the war would harden him, that the war would create some kind of backbone in him. But as you see, this country doesn't know what it's doing when it's vetting out these dudes. It doesn't know what it's doing. And as a matter of fact, man, I'm gonna post one more video, man. Then I'll sign out.
As President Obama ponders this decision about sending more troops to an enemy well-trained.
In Wanat, the date, July 13th, earlier, Taliban fighters on their way just in 30 groups of we attacked from 4 sides. Gunfire and rocket-propelled grenades set the outpost on fire. U.S. troops are pinned down around their Humvees. Tracers mark their return fire into the hills. Taliban fighters move closer, eventually right inside the camp. When the fighting finally ends, 9 Americans are dead. Today, say U.S. commanders, the Taliban are even more powerful, showing their strength across the country.
So I'm going to end this video and say that basically, in essence, I don't really respect American military at all. I respect guerrilla fighters like the ones that we saw on screen in special forces from different countries, mostly. And especially the Chechen special forces. I respect them very much. And just that whole Kafkas region of special forces, as opposed to the American ones, because they're actually fighting for a just cause versus for what these bozos were fighting for, you know. But anyhow, that's all I got. I know it was a long stream, but until next time, I know it's a long replay, but SYSMB, save yourself, Muslim brother. And I'm off until the next one. Injarama.